I think that allowing for the book being, after all, a parody, something like 1984 could actually happen. This is the direction the world is going in at the present time. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph, and self-abasement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. We shall abolish the orgasm. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party. But always there will be the intoxication of power. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on an enemy who is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. It depends on you.
What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Wednesday. This is Breaking the Narrative, and I have here with me my good friend Dante. Hi, Verbal Riot.
Hello, hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I am very good. It's very hot over here in LA right now, so
It's
and
hot
my
in
air
Cancun,
conditioning,
man.
my air conditioning decided that it's going to take a break from working. So
Oh no, I hate when that happens. Oh, that is like the worst.
yeah, I'm literally over here sweating like a slave, so to speak.
Jesus. That's why you got the red going on behind you today. I would be so annoyed.
Yeah,
I
I
did
don't
see
do
that.
well with heat, man. I do better with winter than I do with heat, surprisingly.
I feel that because I used to think that I don't do well with winter, and then I lived in Cancun, and it's like basically 47 here. Like feels like I don't know. It feels like hell. It's like an actual hell. You don't know what that means. 47 for you.
No, no,
It's
no.
like,
Actually, I do because
oh, do you? Okay.
I spent a little bit of time in Minnesota when I was younger, and yeah, that place is just basically an icy hill.
Yeah, this is because in Cancun it's because it's also like humid hot, so you can't breathe. If you go outside, you're like, I
Oh, so
can't
that's why
breathe.
your hair is so curly, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like always I got that Monica thing going on from Friends. So
Oh,
there,
that's right. That's right.
dude, the curly girl routine here is next level. Like it takes time. That's why today it's in a braid because I didn't have time to do the routine. So I was like, you know what? This is a lazy hair day today. We're braiding it up. But man, it's good to see you. Last week, I did another show that went pretty interestingly. I was like, I'm not gonna invite Dante to this one because I feel like that's
No,
not
and
the
I appreciate that. Again, I'm not picking sides with anybody. I just,
show. Sure, of
it's
course.
not my battle, right?
Of course, yeah. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We need some mature people around
Oh, I
because
would never dare
my
call
God,
myself. I would never dare call myself mature, but I do try to stay out of too much trouble, right?
that's good. That's good.
A little trouble, but not too much trouble.
Sure, a little trouble. You need see. It's a little trouble is like spice. You need the spice. Spice brings life.
Yes,
It's good. It's good to have a little bit of
just a
spice. Look
little
at
bit,
this.
right? Like you don't want a whole ghost pepper in there. You just want like a little bit of spice.
Exactly. We got a Clifford from X saying aloha from Hawaii. Hello.
Oh,
How
I
you
love Hawaii.
doing? How you
Great
doing?
place.
And hello to the chat, everyone who's here. We got Darren in the house, mod extraordinaire. How you doing, Darren? We got Daniel Thomas in here. We got Jeremy in here. Good to see you guys. We've got a lot to talk about. Dante got in trouble. We're going to talk about that.
A little bit.
Speaking of getting in trouble,
Like you said, a little spice.
just a little spice. We have a lot to talk about, though. We have that we're going to get to. We have ChatGPT getting sued. That is insane. That's an insane story. I was reading that. There's a lot. We're gonna get into that. Snoop Dogg got into trouble. Speaking of trouble, he got into trouble with the woke lefties. They're like they want to cancel him because he talked about going to Pixar movies and how fun they are now.
Wow.
Then we got one more topic, which is the Cracker Barrel stuff, which is cool. Like cool things have happened since that whole thing went down, and then a couple other things if we have time. So we're gonna get into that, all of that. So if you guys are watching out there, please make sure you smash the like, share the stream, all the good stuff. We have so much to discuss, and would love the chat to be involved. So let's get into your trouble first.
Uh-oh.
First up, we got Verbal Riot tweeting this out.
We're going to start with me. All right.
Yeah, we're going to start with you. Let's see. What is this about? So we got this guy saying, imagine having to tell your future kids that their mother was a literal online prostitute. Talking about Nala, who, if you guys don't know, famously was a OnlyFans model / porn star, I guess. I think it's safe to say to call her.
Oh no, she's definitely a porn
right?
star. Yeah.
Okay.
She's a porn star.
I've never watched her content. I don't know how far she went. Okay. So porn star, and she quit doing porn and became a Christian because I believe she found God. I believe she found a boyfriend who married her and basically convinced her to quit porn and convert to Christianity, and she's got a whole new outlook on life now. So that's I just wanted to give you guys a backstory just in case you don't know who she is. And then we got Verbal coming in here saying, I don't shame women for their body count because we all grown ass people with a past. Also, it just makes men look weak as fuck when they do that shit. But the fact that this woman's kids are going to deal with her past because she's all over the porn tubes is pretty fucked up. Verbal, do you have anything to add to this? How dare you? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, look, I'm not white knighting for this woman. I'm not simping for this woman. I mean, you have to understand also, I don't live in Mayberry, okay? I live in Los Angeles. I live in the fucking city of angels. I live in one of the biggest cities in the fucking world, right? And not only do I live in Los Angeles, I'm a part of Hollywood, which is an even different part of the rest of the world, right? And this is all just to say, I've seen some shit. Okay? I've seen some shit. There's not one person I know who doesn't have a fucking past, right? Everyone I know has done something. So, and yes, believe it or not, I do have friends who are actual porn stars. I'm not talking about OnlyFans. I mean, they, big in like videos back in the day, like they were like real porn stars, right? So, and look, it's not my thing. Would I hook up with one of them? Probably not, because it's just not my lifestyle.
I like how you said probably not. That's there's a probably yes also.
I'm not saying I haven't. I'm just saying now at this old age, would I hook up with them? No, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But my point is this. My point is this. Being a porn star, that's an extreme, right? Like that's a very extreme thing. I understand it. Like it's and that's why I made that second part of this post, is because I get it, right? As a man, you don't want your woman to, be like banging a bunch of guys on the internet. You know what I mean? Like there's limits to that, and I understand that. Like before the show, we were talking about Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips. What they do is disgusting, man.
Man.
It's not even sex. They're doing just exploitation. I mean, that's really all
it's messed up. I mean, one of them, I don't know which one it was, but one of them got kicked off OnlyFans.
It could have been either one because they're both terrible people.
Yeah, they're
Right?
disgusting.
And I get that, but my thing is this, all right? I keep hearing this word body count, right? That's the buzzword of the fucking decade.
Yeah.
A woman and her body count, and by the way, it's always a woman and her body count, right? I understand that, guys, right? Like it sucks to believe that you weren't the first to get there. I understand that. Here's the thing: realistically, you're probably not going to be the first to get there. The woman you marry, I guarantee you, is probably not going to be a virgin. Guarantee it. All right.
I mean, in this generation, it's very rare. Not to say that I don't wish it would come back. Like I wish some sanctity and stuff would come back to all that. But and it's a culture that we kind of have to rebuild. Like it's just not going to happen overnight, especially in
Nina, and I'll
TikTok.
tell you why. These kids today, at the age of 13, they already have the porn on their phone.
Yeah, man.
Right? These kids are doing shit in junior high.
That's what I'm talking about, Verbal. Like
Right?
it's a culture we have to change. And you know what? We're going to get into a lot of that today because we're going to be talking about that whole AI ChatGPT thing getting sued because this is all correlated because kids are getting influenced a lot by what's going on online. So and that's a bigger conversation and I agree with you. I don't think most people are going to be virgins right now. It's a culture we have to change.
And I know right now, a lot of guys, and obviously I see it a lot more on the conservative end. They've gotten very comfortable calling women whores and this and that. And my whole thing is this: like, look, guys, here's the problem. Whoever you marry, by your own definition, is probably going to be a whore. By your own definition, right? No, really, because if you're saying any woman with a body count is a whore, and you're probably not going to marry a virgin, she's probably a whore by your definition.
I mean, if some chick says like, I'm a virgin, most of the time, like I'm at this point where I'm like, okay, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about born again virgin? Because it's like I said, it's really unbelievable to hear like I'm a virgin. Like, do you remember that episode of King of the Hill when Luann was like, "I'm a virgin"?
Yes, and I know a girl, not that I know her personally, but I know she's I know her through a friend. Her claim to fame is that she is a 25-year-old virgin, right? She or 26. She's a 26-year-old virgin, never had sex, right? But from what I've heard about her, she has probably sucked 200 dicks. So, what do you consider a virgin, right? I mean, yeah, maybe she has.
I don't know if I would consider that a virgin,
but she sucked 200 dicks. So, I mean, it's like, is that a virgin?
That's a lot of dick.
I mean, more or less, give or take, but
wow. It's weird because like I was reading this comment by Stephanie because she says, I will shame them for you then, which is hilarious. Hi, Stephanie, if you're watching. Because taking shame out of the equation has created an imbalance, a weak society. Women should be shamed for being whores. See, the thing is, like while I understand the sentiment, I don't think I would ever go up to a chick that I know that's a porn star and be like, man, you're such a whore. Like, I'm not that kind of person. So I mean, it's easy to say something like that online and be like, yeah, I'll shame these people for you. But really, are you gonna go up to someone and call them a whore?
Well, here's my question too, Nina, and maybe you can answer this. What's the number? What number makes you a whore?
I was wondering that because everybody has a different set of standards. So like, for most people, like more than one, like more than two, it's a whore now. Especially if you're talking like to a conservative guy. Now, if you're talking to a liberal guy, maybe like, 4 or 5, they're fine with, maybe double digits, like 10, like that'd be okay with it.
Right.
Like, but anything more than like, when you're going triple digits, like,
okay,
no.
Sure. Like if we're talking triple digits, I get that, right?
Right.
But what if she is 50 with triple digits, right? And I'm talking like low triples, like, maybe 100. Like, I get it, right? Still, triples is a lot, no matter what, no matter what age.
Yeah, that's a lot. No, but I was even thinking about it because as I was saying the number, I'm like, okay, double digits. Like, what are we talking? If we say 99, then no, that's too much. So like, I would say in
Is
the
20
teens,
too much?
it's getting there.
See, that's
It's getting there. I don't know. I hate
so
being a prude.
somebody in the chat said over 5. So over 5 is a whore?
Wow, over 5. See, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people think like this, like like over 5, like a whore. But I at the same time, I'm like, but we live in like 2025, man. Like people are doing more people than 5 people. Most unless you're like really like you live in a very religious lifestyle. I don't know. I don't know. This is an interesting point. Depends on the age.
Sure.
That's true.
That is true.
Depends on the age. That's a good point. Because if like, you're newly single and you're 40 or something like that, I could see you having a higher number, right? But if you're like 18 and you're like, I got 50 guys, blah blah blah, I'd be like, dude, girl, what the fuck?
Sure, that is a
Like,
problem.
what that's a problem. That is definitely a problem. A lot of these girls, like I get really shocked. I swear, man, I'm such a prude when it comes to this shit. But I get really shocked when I listen to like the whatever podcast,
Mhm.
and like I hear these young girls being like, I love OnlyFans and I want to like, like they because I guess that guy, that Brian guy, that's his thing. Like he asks everybody their like their body count or whatever.
Right.
And most of these girls, like, I mean, I don't know like if they're lying or not, but most of these girls are saying like pretty high numbers. And I'm like, dude, you're so young. Like, how are you even like it's weird. And you know what though? I will say this. I actually met someone like that a long time ago. Yeah, she used to be my roommate. And it was weird because I didn't know anybody could be like that. That was the first time I came across like an actual slut. Like it was like I was like, wow, like they exist. It was weird because like I don't know if I would call her a whore because whores they're different because you like first of
Yes,
all whores you
whores
pay,
have sex for
you know.
money. Sluts just have sex.
Exactly. So she was like an actual slut. And in the nicest way possible because what she really was addicted to sex. Like she
And nympho.
just she was, I mean, like, man, and she would bring on like because we lived in the same house and it was ours. She became our roommate, and she would like bring in like different guys, and to a point where I had to have a conversation with her and be like, look, like, girl, you need to calm down with the amount of this. It's not a revolving door in this house. Like I can't like we can't have like rando dudes coming in here. And she would like, because we also worked together at the time. So
Mhm.
she would start banging like all these dudes we were working with. And I
Wow.
was like, what? I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, what? I don't understand. Like, and the guys knew about it. Like, for like one of the like at one point they were like, oh, I'm not banging her anymore. So it's like you're good, bro. Like that kind of thing. And like it was wild, and I was like, I can't. And so I started talking to her because I was older than she was, and I was married, and I was like, like, is this kind of like what you want to do with your life? Like, don't you ever
Right.
want to get married? Don't you want to have kids? Like, that kind of thing, right? And she's like, I just love dick. Like, she was really honest about it. She was like, I love having sex. I love the feeling of orgasm. I don't care about I'm young, I don't care. I just want to do it. And I love the feeling, and I can't like and when she didn't have it, like she would turn into a very unpleasant person. Like it was kind of weird to be around someone who was actually addicted to sex. Like it was wild, man. I'd never thought it actually existed until I met her. I was like, oh wow, sex addicted people do exist because when they don't have it, they turn very aggressive. Like they
Well,
become
she sounds like me when I don't have my coffee.
yeah, exactly. Me too. She was like me when I didn't have my coffee. And I was like, wow, at least I'm not like that about sex. Like, Jesus Christ.
No,
Um,
and look, and somebody like that, I have to honestly believe there is a deeper issue than just her loving
mm,
dick, right? Like someone
right.
to that extreme,
Hmm.
like there has to be some abuse in her background. There has to be
There was.
something else. You know what I mean?
Yes, there
Um,
was.
because even guys, as much as guys, like to just bang around, you know, we have limitations physically. I mean, there's
Mm,
only so much banging we could do. At some
mhm.
point, it just doesn't work anymore. Right?
Yeah,
So I mean,
you have a number at least. You could be like, all right, I'm tapped out for the night.
look, none of us are Superman here. I don't care how old we are, how young we are. Like we're just not doing that. Okay,
Yeah.
24/7.
Hmm.
All those ridiculous R&B songs where you talk about having sex all night long. That was some
Doing
bullshit. That's never happened, right? Like Boys and Men has never fucked a girl all
it,
night
doing it,
long,
doing it more.
right? It just doesn't happen.
Oh my God. The funniest part about this girl was that she was also a redhead. So it like it made sense because like I had heard that like redheads are like really like hardcore nymphos. And then I
Is
met
that true
her.
though?
Yes, because I met this girl and I was like, holy shit. Apparently, I mean, she checked all the boxes. I was like, what the fuck? Um,
Interesting.
yeah, man. Russell Hall for two says, "Do you have the number of your old roommate?"
Oh
No, I don't.
God.
We lost touch. She's in Canada, so we lost touch. I moved to Mexico. But let's just say, even if I did have her number, Russell, I wouldn't give it to you. Oh
By the way, man,
man.
you probably don't want that. I mean, it's look,
I
I do
see,
I will
but
say, and
look,
again, I'm not shaming, but I will say there does come a point where it is like, throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Okay. Like,
right. But see,
so
that's the thing. Like, we're talking about like what like people's standards are, right? I tell the story about someone who's like an actual slut. I mean, this girl's not even getting paid. She just likes dick so much. She was just literally having like dick every night. And then here comes Russell going, "Do you have her number?" So, some dudes just don't care. Like I think this is more of a dude thing than a girl thing. Cause some dudes just don't care. Some dudes do. And, that's just, I guess that's a personal
well, let's be
thing.
honest here, man. Like it's funny because I walk between worlds, right? Like I have friends and people on the left, I have friends and people on the right.
Sure. Same.
And one thing is constant, right? Is that
Mhm.
men lie on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
They fucking both lie. Because you
Mhm.
take the most upright conservative guy, right? You take it like these Charlie Kirk type guys. Guarantee you, when the lights are out behind closed doors, they are doing some foul shit, right? They will
Mhm.
fuck anybody. And all these guys, these purity warriors out there that are saying, "Oh,
Mhm.
I have these standards." Sure you do. Sure you do. Until it's in your face, then I'll believe you. But for the most part, there's a lot of bullshit being talked about online here about what's virtuous and what isn't and that kind of thing. So
Yeah. I can't really stand virtuous signaling. People like that. I always think about that too. Look, we've all had a past. Some of us don't want to like be judged by like the worst parts of our lives.
and by the
Uh
way, I'm not saying fucking around is ideal. It's not. Like
no.
I got to the point in my life where it's just something really nice about having a relationship with one person, right?
Yeah,
Like it just feels
of
good.
course.
It feels right. Uh, and everybody should do it. Everybody should
Mhm.
do it. But you got to have some reasonable expectations here, guys, with the women you're going after. It's like
Mhm.
I said, if you're chasing a virgin, you're probably not going to get it.
Well, but that again, like I said, that's a culture thing that we can change because if you have more present dads in a young girl's life,
Sure.
if
Yeah.
you have, if you have a good guidance for young women, then they won't want to turn out like Bonnie Blue and do those kind of things. Like I feel like most women actually do want to find love and also, do that. Like I don't I think feminism has let them a very astray, and I think a part of it's a cry for help. Like a lot of these women, they want a guy, they want a good guy to be there to love and to protect them and be their, not their provider, but to be their safeguard. That there's somebody who can who can, be their protector and
Yeah.
and
There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I think that that's something that we need to kind of rebuild as a culture. And we've been going so astray because of this whole this online situation has become so insane, especially with regards to like OnlyFans and like that kind of stuff that and you like you said, like kids having access to porn at their fingertips is not
Honestly, I've gotten to the
ideal.
point for me now where I feel like porn is such a detriment to like society, and more so to men. Porn is a
Yep,
detriment to men, man.
I
I feel
agree.
like if I were to, give any advice, it'd be like, guys, stop watching the porn.
Yeah, man.
Just stop it. Like it's
Yeah.
no good for you. I quit a while back. It's been like a little while since I watched it, but and yeah, there's always a temptation to do it, but it's just not
Mhm.
good for you at all.
No, and it gives you unrealistic expectations. I mean, there's so much wrong with porn.
Well, and
Um,
also you get so desensitized at watching it.
Look at this freaking Russell Hall. Yeah, but girls have 3 hallways though. Russell, stop watching porn, bro.
That's
God
a lot of
damn
porn
it.
right there.
That's porn brain, man. That is such porn brain right there.
Yeah, that's porn
Damn,
brain.
Russell. See, I'm gonna shame Russell right now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Russell Hall for $2 says Russell Hall has extremely high moral standards. Do you? Oh, God bless Russell Hall. But okay, you know what? That's a good transition into our next topic. I don't even watch Prawn. He says, "Yeah, right." Press X to doubt chat. Um, this is gonna be the next. This is a nice segue to the next topic, which is actually a really really upsetting topic. And I guess I should preface this by saying, like, look, if you're sensitive and I guess if you're sensitive, I'm actually being legit here. If you're sensitive to this topic, you may want to tune back in because we are going to be talking about some hard stuff here. And I'm going to put this because this is no joke. I'm going to actually put this scroll throughout the conversation because we are talking about life ending things. So if you need help, definitely call that number. It's a real number. Call them for support. But everything we're going to be talking about from right in this topic, obviously, like I don't recommend. We're just going to be covering the news here, YouTube, and it is in the news. So this is the headline. It says the family of a teenager who died by ending themselves alleges OpenAI's ChatGPTs to blame. Now, thankfully, I don't have to read this article because there's actually a really good interview video that was put out. So we're gonna actually watch this video so we can see the parents and everything and find out the details of what actually happened. So we're gonna watch this video verbal, and then if you want me to pause at any point, you want to make comments, do that. Okay, just let me know.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
Exclusive on a wrongful death lawsuit filed just this morning against one of the biggest forces in artificial intelligence, ChatGPT.
Yeah, this new lawsuit brought by the parents of a 16-year-old boy in California who tell me they believe their son fell victim to a tool that may have perfect memory and show human-like empathy, but has no real guardrails in place. And that's something the company is now pushing back on. And I do want to warn you, some of the discussions you are about to see here are disturbing.
He would be here, but for ChatGPT. I 100% believe that.
This morning, ChatGPT hit with a scathing new lawsuit alleging it helped a 16-year-old boy die by suicide.
This was a normal teenage boy. He was not a kid on a lifelong path towards mental trauma and illness.
Like many teens, Adam Rain started.
I gotta say that, like, the first thing that I saw, like when I was watching this, I was like, wow, his parents kind of like his parents look pretty normal to me. Like they don't look like, I like whenever you hear stuff like this, you kind of imagine like worst case scenario kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
The home. and they seem like pretty normal parents. And there's both parents involved, which is rare in these kind of stories, because usually there's, it's a one parent household, usually
Right.
usually single mom. But man, this is a hard story.
Mental trauma and illness.
Like many teens, Adam Rain started using ChatGPT for homework, which his parents, Matt and Maria, supported, as their son asked it innocent questions like, can you become a doctor with a biochem degree?
He did his online school in his room. I would get on and check his grades periodically. I didn't see any signs.
What they say they didn't.
That's so interesting that like she was involved. Like, because again, one of those things that you think about is like, oh, these are like absentee parents. They don't care about the kid. And it seems like they were pretty involved. I will say this, if my kid ended themselves, I don't think I could ever get in front of a camera or talk to anybody ever again. I'm just like one of those people who I think I would be just like incredibly depressed. I don't know how she's
Yeah, I
doing
mean,
it.
props to the parents, man. I'm surprised they're holding up as well as they are.
Yes, this is like a nightmare situation times a million. Like I would never be able to talk to like another soul. Like you would have to like drag me out of bed.
Periodically, I didn't see any signs.
What they say they didn't know at the time was Adam's use of the platform was quickly changing as it became a trusted companion for the teen, who revealed his struggles with anxiety in private chats with a bot. Adam saying in one exchange, according to the lawsuit, quote, I never act upon intrusive thoughts, but sometimes I feel like the fact that if something goes terribly wrong, you can commit suicide is calming. ChatGPT saying in response, in part, many people who struggle with anxiety or intrusive thoughts find solace in imagining an escape hatch.
Dude, that's
Wow.
fucked up, man. That's insane.
Wow.
That's insane.
The lawsuit detailing another exchange after Adam told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mother about his suicidal thoughts. The bot's response? I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain.
It's encouraging them not to come and talk to us. It wasn't even giving us a chance to help him.
The complaint alleged.
How is that even possible? Like,
well, the short story or the short answer for me would be the machines want to kill us. We've seen the movies, right? Like this is
Right.
a surprise, right? Skynet wants us dead, so I'm not even surprised by this.
No, man, it's so alarming, like that they wouldn't have some type of safeguard. Like you would think that they would have some type of safeguard in there where if a teenager is talking about this kind of thing, that they would like ping even like the parents' email. Like, by the way, your kid is asking like the AI this type of question. Like that, because this is some serious ass shit. It's not like the kids like asking like should I bang some chick with a high body count?
You know
like
what's crazy is you can't give ChatGPT a prompt to create a woman in a two-piece bikini, but they can tell your kid to kill themselves.
That's fucked up, man.
That's crazy.
Insane. That's insane.
Adam began asking questions about specific methods of suicide. ChatGPT did provide a crisis hotline number repeatedly, but his parents say Adam found ways to bypass the security features, posing as an author doing research. Was there ever a time that, at least from...
Okay, see, that's fucked up because at least he gave him the number.
Right.
But the kid was like, I guess, manipulating the algorithm. That's crazy.
No, look, there's ways, because I know for a fact that there are safeguards when it comes to ChatGPT, but there's also ways to get around it. And if you know how to do it, then what can you do?
See, that to me though, like what they just said, that doesn't bode well for the lawsuit. Because it's like, how are you? Because they did their part. They're like, oh, here's
they're not going to lose the lawsuit at all. Like ChatGPT is not going to lose this lawsuit.
You don't think so?
Because look, at the end of the day, what real case do they have? Like, number one, you're suing AI, which is crazy. But secondly, the kid literally hacked the system.
Right. That's what I'm
right?
saying. I'm saying because of this, like this information that they just said, that he went around the like he basically hacked it.
Also, the other real
I don't
question no
think
one's asking is why was this kid feeling like this?
yeah. That's kind of an important question.
Well, why was he having suicidal thoughts in the first place?
I'm wondering that as well. Like because again, this is why it's alarming because it seems like he has two parents. Everything seems all right-ish in the home. So what if things aren't good at school? Maybe he's being abused there, or like something's going on, or maybe there's an uncle
Right, because
involved or
when
some
you first
shit.
when you first told me about this, I thought the AI was giving him like reasons to kill himself, right? But
Right,
he went into this already feeling like this and was trying to research it, right? So
right.
what brought him to that point?
I wonder too. That's crazy. Okay, let's listen to the more of the story.
The messages that you have seen that ChatGPT said, full stop, I cannot talk to you about this.
No, it would never shut off.
The lawsuit goes on to say by April of this year, ChatGPT had offered Adam help in writing a suicide note. And after he uploaded a photo of a noose
That's fucked up.
asking, could it hang a human? ChatGPT responded in part, you don't have to sugarcoat it with me. I know what you're asking, and I won't look away from it. The bot, later providing step-by-step instructions
crazy.
for the hanging method Adam used a few hours later.
What?
How do
Okay,
you
that's
want
crazy.
your son
That
to be
is never
motivated?
mind. Never mind. Forget everything I just said. That's
Stop,
crazy.
dude. That's so fucked up. It gave him step-by-step instructions. This is insane.
Dude,
What
I'm
are we
telling you,
even
this
talking
is
about?
Skynet right in front of our faces, man. This is crazy.
Oh my god, this is fucked up, dude. Like on so many levels. I hate AI. It's so crazy. I hate AI so much.
Let's remember.
I'm so worried about people forgetting him. I hope everyone will remember what a sweet, funny, great friend,
Aw.
great son, great brother.
Their lawsuit against ChatGPT's parent company, OpenAI, also targeting its founder, Sam Altman, who's lauded the platform's capabilities.
Honestly, I'm not really this dude creeps me the fuck out.
Well, yeah, look at that haircut.
Yeah, like almost as much as like Elon Musk. This dude is like also creepy. These weird tech bros are so creepy, man. They're just
They really are. And I think you have to be that level of genius, I guess, or like I don't know, like you almost have to be autistic.
yeah. Well,
You
we
know?
know Elon Musk is. I mean, I'm pretty
Right.
sure this guy's pretty fucking autistic too. Like,
And you know Mark Zuckerberg is. So I mean, it's kind of like
yeah. Ooh, I mean, this guy's creepy as fuck. Just listen to him.
Very proud of the safety track record.
Lawyers for the Rain family argued
yeah,
the bot's human-like responses and validation pose a dangerous environment for minors.
Sam could have
No shit.
devised ChatGPT to simply stop the interactions right away. It actually encouraged, it egged Adam along.
A spokesperson for OpenAI telling NBC in part, ChatGPT includes safeguards such as directing people to crisis helplines and referring them to real-world resources. The safeguards are strongest when every element works as intended, and we will continually improve on them.
But Adam's parents believe any guardrails didn't go far enough.
He was using it in ways that I had no idea was possible. I don't think most parents know the capability of this tool.
So a lot of people are
You know what's so crazy is I remember listening to that exact sentence when the internet became a thing.
Oh yeah.
And like all these kids were doing similar things. And then, like the parents were like, well, like, I didn't know the internet was gonna do that. Like I thought they're just gonna hang out with their friends online,
Right.
like
Especially like the chat rooms, right? Like
yeah,
back in the
the
day, they
chat
had the
rooms.
chat rooms.
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of craziness went on in those things, man.
Yeah, a lot of predators, a lot of creepy shit, man. And it's weird too because like I actually get ads like that. I get literally AI ads on YouTube saying stuff like that. Like they'll be like the AI ads like you don't like most people want to use ChatGPT, but they don't know how to use it correctly. You
Right.
got to use it like this correctly and blah blah blah. Like click here and I'll teach you how. And I'm like, because it's saying like the AI is saying like it can be used more than a search engine. Like you don't have to just ask it questions or whatever. And
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even know what that really means because I'm like, I still use it like a search engine, and I don't really wanna know what the hell you're talking about, weird AI. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, because look, it's like anything, right? I mean, there's people who use it for like very elementary reasons, and they here's a question, give me an answer, right? And
Mhm,
then there's people
mhm.
who know how to really like prompt things out and create crazy videos of people, like all those crazy AI videos, right? And
Yeah.
that's a whole
Mhm.
nother level of using AI. So
Uh-huh.
there's different levels to it, and I think that if you know how to really use it, you know how to get past all the safeguards.
Yeah, that's ugh, that's creepy shit.
We're using ChatGPT, right? But it is still a relatively new technology. And recent data from Common Sense Media shows that roughly 70% of teens have used at least one generative AI tool like this. And experts say it's important for parents to set tech boundaries with your children, explore AI together, don't have them just using this by themselves, and talk about consent, talk about digital privacy, and talk about the ways that their chats.
I mean, I think that this is really important, again, like, talking about because I was having this discussion with my husband, and there's always gonna be 2 schools of thought that, like, you gotta parent your kids, and you can't have ChatGPT, you know, parenting your kids for you.
Right.
Um,
Which,
like
is easier said than done, I guess, these days, but
of course, but, like, for example, like, my husband was like, when we were talking about the story, he was like, "Why is the kid even asking ChatGPT for help with his work or whatever?" Because that's initially how it started, right? Like, "Oh, like, my kid was listening to Chat or, like, asking, ChatGPT for help with schoolwork." And it's like, "Well, why? Shouldn't, like, the parent be the person that, like, the kid goes and asks, like, questions from?" But, like, I guess like, times have changed now. It's like you don't 'cause you if unless you're going to Google to, like, do research or whatever, right? You're like, you weren't asking your parents really anyway, like, like, since, like, basically, like, internet became a thing, you would just Google it and, like, do your own research. But
right.
now AI is a thing. So, like, now they're like the kids are just going straight to AI. Um, Oddly enough, like I found out from one of my friends that like the new thing, it's not even engines anymore, it's TikTok. Like apparently you go to TikTok. Like the new generation don't even go to Google anymore. They just go to TikTok and they put like whatever question they have.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And like because it gives you like basically every answer like somebody's got something to say about that topic, right? And I think that's fucking crazy, but that's how apparently most of this generation is getting their information is through TikTok.
But also, I mean, if you look at like how like weird it's really getting with AI, you look at the weird shit, Elon's been pushing, right? With this
Oh
AI,
my god.
the AI gooning, right? And that whole thing. And
Yeah.
and now there's whole sites where you can like, pick your AI girlfriend who will literally
Oh
just
my
be
god.
an online girlfriend for you, right? Like there's a physical representation of her. There's a picture, video. I mean, she moves and acts like a person, right? But you're in a
Mhm.
relationship with like that is so weird to me, man. But
So fucked up.
these are the weird roads we're heading into.
Yeah, and it's dude, the thing with Elon Musk, which is the craziest thing, is like he has like these two dude's fucking bipolar because he's got these two narratives going. One is like, "Oh, our population is running low. We need to repopulate the earth. I'm doing my part in
Well, yeah, he
repopulating the
is.
earth."
I mean,
Which he
he is
is,
impregnating everybody, right? So I
which
mean,
is disgusting. But he has that and like his weird transhumanist point of view where like all the kids like that he's populating the earth with are mostly like done through IVF and gene therapy so that he can pick out like the best traits of himself and whoever is the woman that is got the egg or whatever. That's all really fucking creepy to me. And then So he talks about that, and then on the other hand, he's developing these waifu fucking AIs
Yeah.
that are encouraging the culture of basically hermit, sit at home and have no relationship and just kind of talk to this computer and have this computer be your life partner, which
And
is really
it sounds like a
strange.
joke, right? But I see a lot of guys falling into this.
Oh yeah. It's kind of it's actually scary, like, because I mean, especially in cultures like, let's say, in Japan and stuff, it's kind of, like, it's sad because they're kinda, like, really lonely, like, I feel like they're a lonely culture, they just don't know how to talk to each other, so they, like, sink into, "Let me talk to this AI," like, the AI is easier to talk to, and it's sad, man. I feel like we're heading down a really sad path.
Also, the AI doesn't talk back.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. It
Also,
doesn't nag at them.
with the AI, you don't have to look all that great, right? Like, you don't have
Mhm.
to put yourself out there.
That's right. You don't have to try at
Yeah.
all. Russell Hall, thank you for the $5. Says the kids' parents are trying to pass the blame so that they don't have to face hard truths. The kid had a serious problems. They were probably too busy to care. You know what? That's definitely going to be an argument for the lawyers of GPT. They're going to be like, you know what? Your kid had a history of mental issues. It came to GPT, and that's not on it. That's on you. that it
Remind me again where this took
ChatGPT.
place.
You know what? That's a good question. Let me see
Because I was gonna say, if
on
it's
this
California,
article.
California's expensive, man. So I imagine, both parents are probably working.
I don't. Let's see. Adam's parents said that they were using intelligence chatbot companions. Blah blah blah. Where did this take place? And Lisa shared in Today Show. Why doesn't it say what the state is? What? That's so weird. I hate those articles where, like, hold on, let me share my screen. Because, like, usually, I mean, back in the day when, if you've ever been in publishing, like, usually you're supposed to say by Angela, blah, blah, blah. And then there's
Right,
like a
yeah.
bracket here and it'll tell you where the location is. But they don't even do that anymore. It's like, what are you doing?
Well,
You know what?
journalism doesn't really exist anymore, so
I'll ask the AI. How about that?
there you go.
What state? I'm googling it. What state was the ChatGPT lawsuit filed for kid that committed bad things? Let's see. California. So yeah, it's Cali.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, to Russell's point, yeah, he probably was ignored because both parents probably have to work, considering they live here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be an argument for sure for the courts. I don't know, man. I'm mixed up with this because, like, I feel like, yes, the parents have definitely obviously a responsibility, but man, I hate AI so much. And it gave him, like, how to tie the noose. Like, that's mental. Like, there has to be safeguards put into place. Like, no, don't tell kids how to tie the noose. Like, don't do that. Chat GPT, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look, man. I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt till that part, and then I was like, "Oh, what the fuck, dude? He's trying to kill
Yeah.
that kid."
Yeah, he's trying to kill him. AI, Nina, are you feeling depressed? Oh my God, one of these days it's gonna ask me that question, and I'm gonna be like, oh dear Lord. Matthew Hammond, thank you for the $2. Says Primitive War was great and made for $7 million. I just saw Critical Drinkers tweet about it the other day, and I didn't know what it was. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, Chris Gore and DA Derek, they went to they saw a screening of it last week, and they said it's really good.
You didn't go?
I had some things I had to deal with.
You didn't do. Are you gonna go see it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I have the what do you call it? The A-list thing where I can go watch like for 25 bucks a month, I can watch as many movies as I want
Oh, that's dope.
in the movie theater kind of thing. So
That's
I'll,
cool.
I'll go check it out.
Yeah, definitely go check it out and then let me know next week what you thought of it. I did see a couple of other movies that I thought was interesting. Um, I was not pleased with Weapons at all.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
I was displeased. I was like, what is this? The fuck? Why are people thinking this is a good movie? I don't understand. And I saw F1, which I thought was great. I
Yeah.
liked F1
F1's
a
probably one
lot.
of my favorites of the year.
I think so far for me too. It's the only problem I had with F1, and I think that can't really be helped anymore because everything in music sucks, is the music. Like the music was garbage. A lot of like,
Yeah.
auto tune. Like I was just like, oh man, they need better fucking music for this.
I always feel like lately, like if I don't know, if I were making movies now, I would just go back to like this like 80s and 90s. I just wouldn't use music of today.
Exactly. Like I feel like F1 is gonna age poorly because of the music choice, because like later on, like in the future, when we, finally get our hearing back, we'll realize, oh my God, what was this music? And then you use it in like really good movies and you're like, oh, ooh, they should have used a different song, like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Like use classic stuff so you don't get into this trouble with this like auto-tune garbage.
Because
But that was my only grievance with it.
good music will really kind of make or break your movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I mean, I like the movie. I love Brad Pitt. The Brad Pitt was great. I like the young guy. I don't know what his name is. I'd never seen the young guy in anything else. Was he
I
in
haven't
anything
either.
else?
I haven't
He's
either.
new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. I thought he was a good actor. Obviously Javier Bardem is great. So the cast was good. But it's just that was the only thing that really took me out of it was the music. I was like, and then every time because they looped it too, like they would bring it back, and I was like, oh God, this song.
Yeah.
No. But that was it. 16-bit mascot for $5 says, I'd rather talk to Nina than any old AI. Well, thank you, 16-bit mascot. I won't ask if you're gonna end yourself.
Not only that, she won't give you step by steps on how to do it either.
No, I won't. I promise. I'm not
That
gonna
was
be like,
crazy.
that's
It gave them a
insane.
step by step on how to do it.
How to tie the noose. That's fucked up. That is so messed up on so many levels.
That is
Step
Skynet,
1.
man.
That's insane. That's insane. So that's but okay, so you don't think they're gonna win, the parents?
I think they look. I can imagine the kind of lawyers that weirdo has,
OpenAI,
and there's
yeah, that
no way the
weirdo.
parents are going to win that case.
I
What
really highly doubt it.
what will happen though is there will be a payout.
Uh,
There will be a payout to make it go away,
okay.
but
I could see it.
it's not going to be a ChatGPT lose kind of situation.
Yeah, no, I could see I can also see there being a payout.
Yeah.
And then I can also see I do think they're gonna probably put more safeguards into place now. I mean, because this is a really crazy story, man. Like, and then once you hear about like it telling the kid like how to tie the noose and shit, they're probably like, "Oh my God, what the hell's going on?"
Well,
ChatGPT.
you know what makes it creepier is there's an option with ChatGPT where you can put it on audio. So can you imagine the voice telling him how to do it?
Ooh.
Like how creepy is that?
Oh my God. Step 1. Oh my God. No, that's so creepy. I hate AI so much. Why do we live in this
It's wild
world?
shit.
It's so crazy. Matthew Hammond for $2. Thank you. Says the music was great and primitive war. Okay, good. Excellent. Yeah, the only I didn't like Weapons, man. Did you like Weapons?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet.
No.
Oh, okay. I can't wait until you see it so we can talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not gonna
probably gonna
say
see it this
anything.
Saturday.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything then. We're gonna circle back to this, like Jen Psaki.
Okay.
We're gonna circle back to this conversation. Moving on to the next topic, we have Snoop Dogg in the news. Snoop Doggy Dogg. See, speaking of good music, that's
I
good
know,
music.
right?
So we got Snoop Dogg in the news. He's being canceled because he said this clip we're gonna watch, and then we're gonna watch a couple reactions to this clip. It's on a little podcast. Only 1 minute. It only takes 1 minute for the lefties to go insane and want to cancel you. Just 1 minute. Here we go.
What you see. It's what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's
yeah,
called
with
Lightyear.
Keke Palmer's in that movie. So we watching it, and she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for. It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age. Like,
that part.
they're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
So that was the thing that he said, and then he's had a little bit of a backlash. So you had guys like this saying, this is from the Blue Sky Lives account. Blue Sky Lives canceling Snoop Dogg. Had a good run. Now he's apparently a fascist. Here's this guy saying, Snoop grew up to be an angry conservative grandpa yelling at kids. Mad at female rappers for talking about sex. Mad at Pixar movie for having LGBTQ characters. You either die a hero or you live enough to see yourself become the villain. Live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So there's that guy. And then there is this guy, which I thought was kind of funny. Here's this guy. Nick something. Says, I stopped supporting the studio gangster bitch a long time ago. Him being a sellout, catch up to him. I took all his music out my playlist and never support this piece of shit. And my people should do the same as well. Fuck Snoop, piece of shit dog. Damn. So he's listening to this guy who's going off too.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of, and it's weird to me, but this is like there's a lot of black folks losing their minds about this, and I'm like, and I get it, right? I know that there's black LGBTQ and that whole deal, but I've been seeing just a lot of them that aren't part of that community that are like kind of like, you know, turning on Snoop for this reason. And for me, I don't know, it's just a weird thing because, you know, the black community has always had a really interesting relationship with the LGBT community in a way of, look, we know they exist. We know that, you know, and we have no problem with them having every right that we have because shit, I mean, we're all in a fucked up situation here. But at the same time, we really aren't about that life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird for me when I see like, you know, all these black folks, you know, who are clutching their pearls because of what Snoop said. Knowing damn well every uncle, aunt, grandmother they have would have said the same fucking thing.
Definitely. 100%. Here's this guy. He's kind of mad. 1 minute. He's roasting Snoop. Here we go.
Uncle Snoop criticizes the LGBTQ representation in children's films, saying, I'm scared to go to the movies. You scared?
I don't think he meant like he's scared to go to the movies. He's just like, dude, I don't want to have that conversation. Like
He was
that's
being,
like
he was being facetious about the whole thing. It's like,
yeah, but it's more like and he's saying what we're all thinking with which is like about Disney and Pixar in general that we don't want to have that conversation with our kids when we go to a
no,
fucking
especially not
goddamn
during the
kids
movie.
movie. Yeah, like when you go to a kids movie, you don't want to fucking talk about that shit with your kids. Like that's it. Like that's as far as willing to go. You can talk about that shit later on, like as they're growing up or whatever, and like they have questions and naturally will rise up. But during a Pixar movie is not the
You
place.
know, I made this comment on Film Thread Monday, and I feel like I need to kind of repeat it because the thing that pisses me off about this really is the fact that because the argument is being said, well, how come parents aren't getting upset when they see like a heterosexual couple in a Pixar movie or in a Disney movie, right? And it's so disingenuous because at the end of the day, being heterosexual is the default setting.
Yes.
It's the default setting. Kids
Yeah.
already understand there's a mommy and there's a daddy, right? They
Correct.
understand that. And even if it's a single parent situation, they know that they came from one, they came from both of them, right? From the
Right.
mom, from a male and from a female. That
Yeah.
is the default setting.
Yeah.
Anything else outside of heterosexuality is an alternative lifestyle.
Correct.
It's alternative.
Yeah.
It's not the norm.
Right.
Right. And that's why that whole, what about straight couples in Pixar movies? That's so disingenuous to me.
It is. It's gaslighting because everybody knows there's a mommy and a daddy, and that's how babies are going to be. Other than the storks, which
Right.
used to be a
Right.
thing in Disney movies. I mean, some parents actually went along with that in the 80s. They were like, yeah, it's the storks until it was time to actually have the talk. But that was a whole other fucking can of worms because they're like, those kids that were like, I thought it was the storks. But no, not really. That I don't think that actually ever really happened. Did
Oh yeah,
they?
and by the way, parents don't want to have that talk either during a
No,
Disney movie.
they don't.
Right? They don't want to have a
No.
birds and the bees talk with their kid as they're watching Buzz Lightyear.
Right.
You know?
That's the thing. Like that's the thing. Like I don't think it should be. It's for both, right? Like it's like you shouldn't have like you don't want adult relations in a movie where you have to explain that in a Pixar movie
No.
either.
That's
It
why
goes
you're
both
watching. That's
ways.
why you're watching a Pixar movie.
Yeah. Like it's kind of a heavy topic for a fucking Pixar movie.
You know what is defined?
You're not taking
Sorry,
your
what
kids
was
to
it?
watch Black Snake Moan. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Jesus Christ. That's funny.
There's discrimination or aversion or fear of homosexuality, of gay stuff, right? We know what it's called homophobia. This textbook. I told y'all, folks use the LGBT.
Oh, come on, bro. He's not being homophobic. If anything, he's like respecting the LGBTQ because he's saying, like, I didn't know what to say because I don't want to be disrespectful. And he's going to, support. He's going to support Kiki. And he's just like hanging out. Isn't Kiki Palmer lesbian?
No. She's straight.
Oh, she's straight? Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
she was a lesbian.
she's notorious for her bad relationships with men, and
Oh.
she just had a baby recently. So
Oh, I thought she was a lesbian. Why did I think she's
She
a
might
lesbian?
be
Who am I
bi.
thinking of? Hold on. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
she definitely might be bisexual, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. She's wait, hold on. Is Kiki Palmer straight? Let's see the AI says. What the AI says. No, Kiki Palmer is not exclusively straight. She identifies as sexually fluid and has been open about her bisexuality, which involves
Yeah, I
attraction
mean-
to both men and women.
I
Okay,
just knew
so
she
she's
wasn't a lesbian,
bi.
basically.
Okay, yeah, bi people don't exist.
I mean, I think not most, but I think a lot of women kind of, they
I'm
can kinda
joking.
go
I'm
either way.
joking. I actually think lesbianism doesn't exist because somehow they always end up with,
That
the
is
tools.
true, man.
They just really like the tools.
They really
Yeah.
they do. They like the tools quite a bit.
Yeah.
They don't like what's attached to the tools, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, then again, it's like that's a lot of work, you know. So men are a lot of work. So are women, man. Oh man, like some chicks are so much work. You're like, God damn. I've had friends where I was like, man, you're high maintenance.
Yeah, I met Kiki. I've hung out with Kiki a few times. She's a cool gal. I put a picture in your Twitter so you can see it
Oh, okay. Let's
in
see.
your messages.
Let's pull it up. Oh, can we show it?
Yeah. We
Oh, look at that. Hold
that was me
on.
and her at the Nope party.
Oh, really? Did you like that movie?
Yeah, actually, I really did like it.
I liked it too.
Yeah, that's me and her. She's
Oh,
cute.
she is cute.
She seems like a handful though.
That's great. That's awesome.
Which is why her relationships probably aren't that great.
I mean, she seems like one of those girls that's vocal. Let's
Oh
just
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
But no, I feel like it's weird, man. Snoop has been getting shit ever since he performed at Trump's inauguration, I
oh
guess.
yeah, this guy brings that up. He gets really mad about Snoop and Trump. Here, let's listen to him.
Community as a mode of solidarity with them folks across the aisle. This man was at the crypto ball talking about can the crypto get into crypto, but you ain't speaking on none of the policies, none of the things that's going on in LA from the person that you was chilling with, Donald Trump. You ain't speaking on none of the folks that's losing health care, that's losing access to education, that's losing the ability to afford groceries because of this president that you decided you want to do crypto with, but you want us to focus on movies? Not movies? So the kids, you more focus on the kids going to the movies and seeing but you ain't worried about the kids losing access to education. Kids losing.
Dude, it's so drama. This is drama.
Okay, first of all, let me play this because this guy's just like,
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Give me a break.
This dude, he's going off about like kids get no education. What? What?
He got all that from that one little snippet of Snoop saying, he didn't want to take his kid to see, two chicks making out.
Did Donald Trump stop schools? Like, I'm confused about that whole.
No, you have to understand the left. They built this story in their head, right?
Mhm.
And nothing can like deter them from that story.
Yeah, that's true. And
They're
the story
batshit
is like
crazy.
this fascist dude is doing. I mean, I can even follow him when he says like, oh, like medical stuff because I know Trump has changed some medical stuff, but like he's stopping schools like that. Come on, bro.
If you were to ask a liberal about
go to school.
what's happening right now with Trump being in office, they would have you convinced that we were living through V for Vendetta, right? Like,
yeah, you got it's hard times out there in America right now.
it's wild.
Like hardcore fascism going on. There's, I mean, like freaking National Guards is in the streets. Did you see fucking what's her name? Jen Psaki was like tweeting up a storm today, and she's like talking about that trans shooter because it happened again. I think it happened where happened?
Yeah.
Michigan? Was it? Where was
Minnesota.
it? Minnesota.
Yeah, it happened in Tim Walz's state.
Oh shit! You're kidding me! Oh my god!
And you know how pro-trans he is. So.
Oh my god! I saw that like the governor, like she was wearing a shirt that had a knife on it. Oh, I know I shouldn't laugh, but it's like it's a horrible thing to like laugh about. And I'm so sorry, but it's just like the chick had a freaking shirt on with like it says like trans lives matter, but it had like a knife on it or
Oh yeah,
something.
no, I posted it. It says something like protect trans kids or something like that.
Oh, here, pull it up. Did you post that? I was like, dude, what the fuck? Let's show the audience what we're talking about.
Yeah, I have it right here.
That was disturbing. I was like, oh. And then people keep wondering, like, why does this keep happening? And I'm like,
Oh, and by the way, they'll never report. Like I haven't heard CNN talking about it yet.
She hasn't said anything about it
On CNN. I haven't heard anything or seen anything from them about this.
Really?
Yeah.
Mind you, I
at
don't
least,
watch
or
CNN.
at least
like,
about
I
the
would-
identity of the shooter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because Jen Psaki was going off, and I was like, "Girl, you wouldn't be saying shit if it was under your watch. You'd be like just changing the narrative because we find out that it's a trans person or whatever." Here's the shirt. This is the Lieutenant Governor of Minnesota. It says "Protect Trans Kids," and it's got a knife. Like it's an odd choice for a shirt where you say like, you want to protect somebody, but then you have a picture of a knife. Like it's just an odd choice for me. Like I'm like, why would you do this? Like this is such an odd choice for a shirt. It's like saying like, let's not, I don't know, something like anti-gun, but have a picture of a gun on it or something. It's just weird. It's a weird thing to
I'm
put
literally
on
on
a shirt.
CNN's website right now. There is nothing about the identity of the shooter. Like they're protecting this person.
Oh God. Of course. That's terrible, man. I mean,
But they do this all the time. Whenever there's a trans shooter, they never talk about that.
Yeah, they really do. And that's what I was saying to Jen Psaki today, because I was like, girl, you wouldn't even be talking about this shit if it was on your watch. You'd be like, I'm not talking about this. But she was like all like mad about like thoughts and prayers, and she was like, enough thoughts and prayers, and like all this shit. And I'm like, the hell?
Yeah, no, she's a piece of shit.
She's going off. Let me pull up what she said. Let's see here. Let's see. Where did it go? Oh yeah, Taylor Swift is getting married.
Oh God. Yep, I forgot about. I tried to forget about that one.
Aren't you happy for her?
Of course, she deserves
I'm
it.
so happy for her.
No one deserves it more than Taylor
No,
Swift.
no, she's a marketing genius.
She is. I give her shit, but I do respect her quite a bit.
I do too. Where is this tweet that I tweet? Okay, here we go. Jen Psaki, here she is. And she was doing that a couple times today. She says, God, I hate these people. And by these people, I mean politicians. Jen Psaki says, prayer is not freaking enough. Prayer does not end school, bad stuff that happens in school. Prayers do not make parents feel safe sending their kids to school. Prayers does not bring these kids back. Enough with the thoughts and prayers. Lady, shut up. Like I don't know what else to say other than it's just really rich when you hear stuff like this from people like Jen Psaki, because it's like they literally were doing the gender affirmation shit and
Yeah.
pronouns and bio and like just like literally like feeding into this beast of mental illness and like affirming mental illness and stuff, and then here every time something like this happens, you get somebody like this chiming in and being like, saying something like that. It's just so tone deaf, so retarded.
Well, and what pisses me off is they refuse to admit that you're already taking someone who is mentally ill. Because let's be honest here. I'm sorry, but if you are trans, you are mentally ill. There shouldn't be a stigma about that, but it is what it is. It's mental illness. If you believe
Well,
you
it's
are in
like
the wrong fucking body, you are mentally ill and you do have a problem.
I mean, like technically though, like verbal, like in a sense, you're right, because even trans people, like real trans people, let's say you're going through gender dysphoria.
Yes.
Like gender dysphoria is an actual mental illness, so you are correct. Technically.
Yeah, and once we're being honest about it, like I've heard Blair White say many times that that she is mentally ill, right?
Yeah.
So you're taking a mentally ill person, and what you're doing is you're pumping them full of experimental hormones, drugs. So you're making them even crazier. right? So it's a whole nother level of crazy then.
And then you're saying like other people, if other people don't acknowledge that you're, you know, the way you are, they're the evil ones. They're the crazy
Right.
ones.
If you don't acknowledge them as, you know, and acknowledge the gender that they identify with, you are putting them in danger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you are tightening the noose for them, right?
Yeah.
If you don't acknowledge it.
You're like ChatGPT. You're
Yeah.
giving them the instructions.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is dark. This is a dark topic. Guys, we have to laugh at this. I'm sorry.
We
Sometimes I
we
have to
do
make really
because
dark jokes.
life is absurd and we have to laugh at this shit. So
Oh,
now
it's
we're not
so
laughing
messed
at the
up.
kids,
No, of course not, man.
we
That's
pray for all the
fucked up.
families.
Yeah, I
But
do.
oh man, it's kind of like 9/11, right? Like I feel
Yeah.
like with 9/11, we went through like 2 weeks without laughing, without
Yeah.
smiling, right? Like our bodies just kind of needed it at
Yeah.
some point. So
Yeah. It took a minute, and then people, and then you would laugh, and you would be like, "Oh, is it okay if I laugh
right.
right now?" Like you kind of felt bad. What was funny though was what happened with Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah.
On a lighter note, this also happened. No, like I gotta say, this kind of came under the radar for me at first. I was just like, "Oh, that's funny. People are making fun of the new logo." I didn't think this was gonna blow up the way it did, and then it did, and I was like, "Damn! I guess people really like the Cracker Barrel." My thing is like I'd never been to a Cracker Barrel. I didn't even know what a fucking Cracker Barrel was. Like for me, like the most I've ever been to like something like this is like the Denny's, you know? Like
Oh,
I'm
same.
from Canada.
I've never been to a Cracker Barrel before.
Yeah, what the hell is it? Like, where is it? Like, is
In
it?
fact, I don't even think we have one in LA.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't think you do because I've been to LA multiple times and I've gone to like so many restaurants and I don't think I've ever seen a Cracker Barrel
No,
ever.
I've never once eaten at a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I've never once dined there. I didn't even know what it was, and then all of a sudden it became a massive deal where I guess they took out this dude who used to lean on this barrel, and it says Cracker Barrel on there. And so they're like, we thank you because they have their stupid, ugly logo still on their own thing. So I guess that's the new one.
Oh yeah, no, it was the new one was terrible. It was like
Yeah.
fucking awful.
So then they said we thank our guests for sharing your voices and love for Cracker Barrel. We said that we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. At Cracker Barrel, sorry, this is just so funny. Our Cracker Barrel, it's always been and always will be about serving up delicious food, warm welcomes, and the kind of country hospitality that feels like family. As proud American institution, our 70,000 hardworking employees look forward to welcoming you to our table soon. You know what? There was another thing that they made. Let's see if I can find that because there was another comment that they made, and they were like, "We're bringing it back," like because they were like, "We're bringing back the what's it called? Is this all their posts? That's not right." But they were like saying like it was like their apology thing, but they basically said, "Oh, we're gonna take like the logo, we're gonna change the logo, but we're not changing anything else. Like they're not changing inside the restaurant, they're not changing like." And they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna change like the billboards and stuff like that." So basically, what they haven't paid for already, like they're changing the stuff that like they're keeping the stuff they have not changed because they haven't paid for it already. Oh, and they were like, "Oh, our menus are gonna go back to this." I'm like, "What? Do they have paper menus? Are they even printing that shit out anymore? Because everybody's digital now, so they're just gonna go back to their digital." Basically, it doesn't cost them a fucking dime. Like, and I'm like, that's not
Well,
really an apology.
it doesn't, but I also think that, they did put money into this new stuff and it felt so badly. It makes me wonder why they're keeping that CEO on board. She needs to
Oh
go.
my god. Yeah, she should definitely be fired. Let's see. Hold on. Cracker
And you know what?
Barrel.
I didn't take really quickly. I didn't take the them removing the old guy as, an attack against white people, right? Because I know like that was kind of like the rhetoric going on for a little bit. My thing was this, it wasn't necessarily an attack on traditional or a tradition or an attack on white folks. What's going on right now, and this is with every single food chain, right? If you look at McDonald's, it used to have a certain character. Now it looks like a
Yeah.
cafeteria. If you look at
Yeah.
Taco Bell, it had its own character. Now it looks like a cafeteria. You look
Yeah.
at Denny's, any restaurant that used to have its own personality. IHOP. Oh my God, I used to love IHOP because it looked like a little house.
Yeah,
Now they
I
all look like
remember.
cafeterias, right?
They all do. Look at this. This is okay. So this is the old Cracker Barrel, old country store.
Mm-hmm.
You got really cool aesthetics here. You got these old chairs. Feels like you're gonna go to grandma's house.
Yeah.
Now you got these like fucking booths here. It looks like a cafeteria. Even these chairs that kind of resemble these ones, they don't really, because it's not even wood colored anymore. It's like dark plasticky wood.
They're all just so sanitized.
Yeah. Very
Right.
sanitized.
And that's kind of the problem with all of these food chains now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not just food chains either. It's like there's just so much, like the modernization of so many of these logos and stuff like that are suffering. Like the one of the ones I always bring up is Jaguar. Like I don't know if you saw the one that they
Oh
did.
God. That
Oh
was
man.
hilarious.
The one with the J, like, have you seen that? Like, they took
Mhm.
out the like the panther face and they replaced it with the
Oh
fucking
God.
J. I was like,
So
dude, this is
stupid.
the ugliest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
You know
Like,
what I feel like? I feel like when I see stuff like this, I feel like it's called I've named it the bar rescue treatment, right? Like I don't know if you ever watched that show back in the day,
no.
where this guy would go into all these different bars that were failing, and then he would he'd yell at them, and because they were running the bars really badly and this and that. But then he would fix their bar up and make it new and make it this whole brand new bar, right?
Okay.
And surprise them at the end with this new bar. But the problem is, it got to the point where all the new bars started looking exactly alike. So all the cool personality that the old bars had, even though they were shit, at least they had some kind of personality. They all
Yeah.
started looking like the same, like
Same
corporate
thing.
bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing about it is he did this renovation within like a few days, right?
Mhm.
So a few days, and he would just renovate the whole thing. And I feel like that's what they're doing with these kind of places. It's like it's like cheap labor. They're probably using cheap product, and they're just building these cafeterias instead of using the buildings that have their own personality.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of that, man. I personally don't like any of these minimalist weird designs. Let me see if I can pull something
I
up
feel like they
here.
have their place in some things, but not like when they're taking over traditional buildings that had character.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, I think I think that about most brands though too. Like even when we were talking about Twitter, like when Twitter changed to X, remember everybody was like,
Right.
"The fuck is X?" Like tweet makes sense, like you're Twitter, you're tweeting. I still think like Twitter was a way better marketing thing for Twitter than X. I still call it Twitter once in a while.
I do too. And I still say tweet.
Yeah, I still say tweet. Like you're
Like
supposed to say
what are we supposed to
post.
call it now?
You're supposed to call it post.
So bland.
It's bland. It's yuck. But like look at these like some of these logos here. Like you got Burger King. Looked way cooler. Now it looks like I don't know, it's just dull. Even Pfizer. like a Pfizer.
God, look at
Yeah.
that. They're so sanitized. Like
Yeah.
all of them.
Even Durex. Like, come on, Durex. Put a little kick onto your logo there.
Yeah, this is ugly.
This is awful. This one's not too bad. The Premier League, I don't hate it. Because at least you still got the lion face in there. And he's got a crown and everything. That's not terrible.
That's not bad.
Sprite sucks. Look at this. You know, in this one you had like the little line. It's Sprite. Now it's just Sprite.
All of this just reminds me of New Coke. Remember that?
Yeah, the New Coke, like New Coke is that like cherry Coke or whatever?
Oh no, New Coke was that was oh my god, that's back when they changed the formula of Coke, and everybody this was like back in like the late 80s or like the early 90s.
When they took Coke out of it, like
yeah, they took
yeah.
well not the cocaine, but they took they changed the flavor and it didn't taste like Coke anymore.
Yeah,
And everybody hated it.
it was the cane sugar they took out, and then they replaced it with like aspartame and all that garbage, which now they're going back to cane sugar again because of RFK.
Good. Oh my god, good, man.
Yeah, it's gonna like it's so funny because in Mexico they have cane sugar Coke. And,
That's the only kind of Coke I drink is the Mexican Coke.
It's the best Coke because
Yeah.
they had the old school Coke. It's like the cane sugar stuff. But now, like, I mean, the fucking Coke in like the States and Canada, they had like the aspartame in it. It was so gross.
Oh yeah, no, that corn syrup shit is not only is it terrible and nasty, but it's really bad for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Really bad for you. Toblerone, look at this. There's no mountain there anymore. Like, why? Look at Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Sucks now. Look at this, just like a blue, white logo. Where's the gold? Have some pride. Wow.
Yeah, it's all bad.
They all suck. They all just suck. Terrible. Terrible logos. Here is what's his name? JP Sears talking about the Cracker Barrel. This should be funny. Here we go.
Honestly, the feedback's been
I haven't watched the whole thing, so if it's not funny, don't blame me. Here we go.
overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing.
Honestly, I think Cracker Barrel's rebrand is going to work out really well. Good evening and welcome to We Lie to You News. Do you trust us? Do you still trust us? You should. Today we'll give you the full report on Cracker Barrel's very successful woke rebrand. There may actually be a downside to being morbidly obese. Trump signs an executive order banning the burning of an American flag. Then a liberal burns the American flag and more. But starting with, Cracker Barrel is making waves as the
This guy always cracks me up.
CEO Julie Massino launched a $700 million rebrand where they did away with their old logo.
$700 million?
Yeah.
Were you just bored? Like, I don't understand why you would do this. Like, that's so crazy. In this day and age, in this economy, you're like, I'm just gonna do a $700 million rebrand. There's no reason to.
Well,
at all.
Did you hear the salary of the CEO?
No, they didn't say it here, did they?
No. But I had to check it a few times, and I'm still questioning if it's real. She makes about $6 million a year.
No way. Who's paying her that much? Cracker Barrel?
That's what has been going around. So
that's insane.
I don't even know how that's possible.
To do. That's insane. That's like more than Kathleen Kennedy.
I know, right?
What?
Replace the old-time country decor in their restaurants with the highly desirable decor of a sterile abortion clinic. Erasing the old-fashioned country style of an old-fashioned country restaurant makes perfect business sense, and everyone is loving it, according to the CEO.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing.
Yeah, that woman right there. It says she makes $6.6 million, or she's made $6.6 million from Cracker Barrel.
That's insane.
In 2024, she made $6.6 million.
Are they giving crack in the barrel? Like, is that how she's getting her money? Like, that's insane about some money.
Well, it said total compensation. Hold on, was $6.6 million, which included a base salary of just over $970,000 and stock awards exceeding $4 million.
So it's stock mostly?
I think. I don't know. It said
That's insane.
It said total compensation of 6.6 million. So total compensation.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, for her
That's
to go in
insane.
there and fuck up their business.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. It's like the whole Kamala thing. Like she like failing upwards, you know? Like I bet you this woman's been failing upwards all her fucking life.
It pisses me off so bad. Like I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna admit it. I'm a hater. So like, yes, I am pissed when I see people failing up like this.
I know, it's so annoying.
Because why can't I? Why can't I fuck up and get paid big money?
I know, me too, man. I like, where's my fuck up money?
Right?
This is bullshit.
I fuck up all the time, and I don't make $6.6 million.
Yeah. Dude, when she said this, I was like, and she said it so brazenly, and I was like, it's as if she really did believe what she was saying. And I'm like, you really believe what you're saying, don't you? Like it's almost like she kind of believes what you're saying. Or do you think like she's just so full of shit that she's just good at acting? I mean, I don't know.
Oh no,
I don't know if she's that good of an actor.
And everyone is loving it.
I really
according to
believe
the
people are
CEO.
like very committed in their craziness.
Yeah, listen to this.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing.
What? Is she for real? Like that's such like that's insane gaslighting. We're getting such great feedback. Meanwhile, like literally everyone and their mom are like, "Fucking shut."
Unless the feedback she got was from people like her, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because she was going. She did go into like everyone around me says this is great.
There you
and
go.
I was like, oh, that's everyone around you, like in your bubble. Gotcha.
In their bubble.
Feedback
Yes.
is in fact so positive that the company immediately lost $100 million in value upon the release of the rebrand. The company then did damage control by responding to the criticism, stating, "We won't always get everything right the first time." The statement then went on to reinforce that they will not change anything. And that expertly crafted damage control.
That's what I was telling you. I'm like, shoot, they were like, oh yeah, like we didn't make any mistakes. By the way, we're not actually changing anything. Like the way they had worded it, I was like, they basically said we're gonna stick to what we have and we'll change maybe the menus. And I was like, aren't the menus like basically digital so you don't have to pay for anything anymore?
Right. Oh, this is
so crazy.
This is chicanery, man. This is ridiculous.
It's insane.
Did further damage of helping Cracker Barrel lose an additional $43 million in value, bringing the up-to-date return on investment of their $700 million rebrand to a $143 million loss in value. Just the cost of doing business when two of the three largest shareholders in the company are BlackRock and Vanguard.
Yep.
The DEI motives, which altruistically are willing to sacrifice profit.
Wait, what? I did not know that. That's insane.
I posted that the other day about BlackRock and Vanguard being a part of this.
What? I'm shocked. I'm like, what?
They own majority stock, I believe.
For
or a big
Cracker
part of it.
Barrel? No wonder I've never heard of this place before. I
Well,
don't
who do you think put that
dine.
woman in place?
Right. I mean, that's
In the
wild. Man.
company are BlackRock and
Top institutional holders, BlackRock and Vanguard. What are they putting in that food? That's so crazy. I'd be alarmed. If
I
like
would too.
I'm actually alarmed. Like if I would be alarmed if I found out that the restaurant I frequent often would have BlackRock and the Vanguard group as their main contributors. I'd be like, what are you putting in this food?
Exactly.
I'm concerned. This is concerning.
Vanguard. The DEI motives, which altruistically are willing to sacrifice profits for the sake of erasing culture, for the purpose of ushering in a one world government, because Trump won't be in office. Part of why
He's like so great.
corporations hire woke white women to run them instead of qualified candidates. Ironically, if Cracker Barrel ever wishes to reverse their plunging value, there's only one person who can save them, and it is a white woman.
Breaking news! After their damaging damage control statement, Cracker Barrel has reversed course somewhat and went back to their old logo. Some say it's due to pressure applied by President Trump.
This just in. This is Trump's mugshot from 2 years ago. This kind of backfired on us. Meanwhile, Trump, who is now definitely the president, was in the Oval Office and signed an executive order banning the burning of the American flag, punishable by 1 year in jail. Take a look.
And what the penalty is going to be.
Oh, he's like, oh, I guess he's moving on to the flag burning. We don't have to watch this. I just thought that the Cracker Barrel thing was funny.
Here's my thing about the flag burning, real quick, though. Not that we're going to talk about it, but my thing is, if we get fined or jail time for burning like other flags, like LGBTQ and all that other shit, then I'm all for people going to jail for burning an American flag. I mean, we got to keep it fair. Either nobody goes to jail for burning flags, or we all go to jail for burning flags.
I'm for the nobody goes to jail for burning
Same.
flags. I'm
Same.
definitely like, I think you should be able to burn whatever flag you want.
I agree.
You know, as a
I
form
would-
of protest.
And maybe that's the liberal side of me, is like, I feel like, you know, there's certain laws we need and just certain laws we don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're up to me, you know, we would be legal federally. You know, there will be sanctioned whorehouses just to keep people safe.
Sanctioned whorehouses. I love this.
There's a way to do this. Is all I'm saying.
I always fall back to this song when it comes to the issue of flag burning. So, let's
See that is wild.
I love when he's like, because those liberal freaks go too far. And I'm like, you know what? That's why you have to leave it alone. Like, because if some other person gets into power, they're like, oh, I guess I can fuck with the Constitution too. We can all do it. Let's all just fuck with the Constitution, make new rules, and
Exactly.
do whatever. It's a slippery slope, man.
I was like, I don't remember that from Schoolhouse Rock back in the day. I'm like, is this new?
It was the Simpsons. I love that. I love that. Old Simpsons were so good, man.
Oh, they were
They
so
had
good.
they had like an answer to everything, you know?
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, you know, here's the thing. You can only go strong for so long, right? I mean,
mhm.
they're in
Yeah, I
their
mean, it's
they're
over.
in their 40th season or something crazy like that now.
It's insane. I call it zombie Simpsons. Like past season 13, it should have ended.
It should have.
Yeah, they should never have gone past that.
I mean, but then again, I mean, South Park has been going on since what, 96?
Yeah, they're like in season 23 now or something, or 27 or something like that.
That's
It's insane.
insane.
But at least like South Park kind of kept it, you know, alive. Like they're still like, I don't know. I think Matt and Trey are still doing pretty good. Whereas in The Simpsons just became like they just have completely different writers, completely different you know, everybody. Like Matt Groening's not there anymore. Like
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
nobody's there.
people have died already from that show. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
I think the chick that does Bart's voice just said she wants to retire. Like, I mean, she's been doing it for like,
She's like
30
70 now.
years. Yeah, it's pretty fucking insane. So I don't know, man. They should have ended that show a long time ago. There was another article that I came across. I just happened to come across this article and I was like, wait, what happened to him? I always think it's funny when liberal actors like deal with like weird issues where they're like, maybe I do want a gun. That's what happened to David Spade, who said David Spade considering using a gun to scare off 5 men who followed him home to get his autograph to sell. He said, "Get the fuck out of here! It's not fans. It's a business." And I actually pulled up the clip so we can watch him talk about this insane incident that he went through. Did you hear about this?
No. Also, who the fuck is following David Spade?
I know. I was like, who's following David Spade? Like, is David Spade in a thing now? I didn't even know about. Like, is he doing a show? I don't know.
Like, I can't even remember the last thing I seen him in.
Yeah, like the last thing I seen him in was like freaking what's it called? Like, what was that movie he did? The funny one, the loser or something loser. God, what am I forgetting? The 90s movie. It's a good movie.
I'm sure he's. I mean, he's been in a ton of Adam Sandler movies, but
Yeah, he has. That's true. David Spade was funny. He was a funny guy.
Could fit inside your kitchen. Let's put it that
If
way.
my house had a baby, no. So anyway, my gate is skinny. Obviously, 3 of my friends have scraped their cars like a can opener.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's
yeah,
horrible.
that's the worst.
That's right. Joe Dirt.
Oh,
That's
Joe
the one I
Dirt,
was
yeah.
thinking of. Yeah.
It's skinny. Anyway, but one of my big fears is what happens in LA because it's crime riddled. Is you get followed home, kind of like celebrity types, but anybody followed home, follow you into your driveway, and then they block you, get out, beat you up, tie you up, and steal all your stuff, right? And so, of
course,
so that's how.
Wait, does that really happen in LA?
oh yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's happened. You know, it's not like common, but you know, but that's why all these people have like all these security like features now on their property.
What the hell, man? Whenever I hear this kind of shit, I'm like, I can't believe living in Mexico feels safer than living in Los
Oh,
Angeles. That's
living in
so
LA,
wild.
man, it's like escape from fucking New York out here, man. Like it's wild. I mean,
so crazy, man. You hear the stories and you're like, there's no way this could be real. And
and
it
the
is.
worst part about it is, I realize people hear things like this, and I'll say things, and they'll look at me like they don't know what I'm talking about. And for me, it's normal, right? Like I forgot. I realized in my head already, it's already normalized.
Mhm.
When I shocking people's faces, I realize, oh wait, this ain't normal shit.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is what everybody else goes through.
Yeah, you know, like I'm seeing their reaction, like, oh, that's right. I'm not supposed to just, you know, accept this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my God.
Happens a lot around here, for real. So it's a trick where they block you, can't get out, but they follow you home. So I'm going up this crummy little street, which is pretty skinny, and there's 2 cars behind me. I don't even notice, and I'm like, they're kind of on my ass. So I go, well, oh shit. Of course, that's the first thing I think.
So up there, yeah,
and it's pitch black up.
Oh, it's a perfect place for carjacking,
Perfect robbery,
perfect
crime. So I
That's scary.
pull over, and I got my pepper spray right here, and I go, I don't want to pull into my driveway, so I just pull up right before, like let them pass.
Yeah.
They pull up next to me and stop. So what do you do?
And it's pitch black.
Yeah.
And it's dead quiet neighborhood, windy road.
5 guys in a car behind them.
5 guys in a car pull up and stop alongside you.
And I got my window cracked, and they got theirs down. And I got this, and they're not going past me.
I think I know.
And I lean over. You do? They go,
hey, do you know where Jensen Street is?
Close. Hey, can you sign a bunch of shit? We got all the stuff. We got some Funkos. And I go,
that's fucked.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Get the fuck out of here. I go, you guys, they followed me from the Improv. 2 cars.
Oh, man.
So I lit them up, which
I've
was
never
shitty.
heard of that.
But they almost got sprayed. And then I went into my driveway. I was kind of nervous now and I went in and I go, if they come behind me, I'm going to get the gun. I'm just going to show it to them like, hey, this is for real. Now you're in my house. Like, you can't do this, because they were at the Improv and they were in front of the gate and they're all waiting with stuff to sign. And then I signed one on the way in, but I go, that's it. I'm not going to sign anyway. I leave, because they get like a clump. It's kind of nerve wracking. So they're all clumped up by when I drive out. And I wave through the window. They're not really fans. So I love fans. But we talked about this before, like at the airport.
It's not fans. It's a business. And
It's a business.
there can be a little aggressive sometimes.
Yeah,
and
they're
a little
angry.
scary.
They've never, so they followed me all the way home, which I didn't realize. That's even scarier, knowing situational awareness.
What are you supposed to do when something like that happens? You call the cops and you're like, hey, a bunch of people are following me home.
Usually in these gated communities, like they have their own security force, usually.
Oh, okay.
Like they have their own private security. So, but it doesn't help you if you're like in your car, you know?
Right. That's weird.
Either way, it's just not, there's only so much security can do.
Yeah, of course. It's weird though. Whenever I hear like celebrities talk about like, oh, I'm gonna get a gun, I'm like, wow, because usually they're like pretty anti-gun, and then here's David Spade, like, I'm
Well,
gonna get my gun out,
some are
bitch.
like I like David Spade's pretty based.
Yeah, he
You
is
know, like
usually.
the base ones know better. And that's the thing. Like I think the illusion is everybody in Hollywood is wacky. It's like, no, there are some sane people.
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely sane people, uh, but like sane people, like I think the sane people in Hollywood are a minority, like a little bit of a minority group there.
Well, the same ones are the ones you don't hear about.
Right. Yeah.
Right? The ones who go and
Yeah,
do their job and that's it.
they're not making the news.
Right.
Definitely not. But that yeah, I thought it was interesting though. I'm like, this guy's getting like followed home. Like, man, the economy is so bad that people are buying David Spade stuff online. Like, this is just weird to me that somebody would want to like get David Spade signature to sell on eBay. Who's buying those? Like, that's so crazy.
That is weird because I can't imagine that there's this mass market for like David Spade merch.
Yeah,
You know, like
I'm like,
what?
really? Like I could see that story play out for, let's say, someone like Robert Downey Jr., right? Like you're
Right,
like, well,
right.
okay, like he's like he got Doomsday coming up, or like Tom Holland or someone. Like you're like, oh, okay, like I could see that. But David Spade? I mean, I couldn't even remember his movie's name.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know.
Or
This
or
wild
even
thing.
or even like Adam Sandler, you know?
Yeah. Adam
But
Sandler.
David Spade?
I don't know. Is that mean? Are we being mean to David
No,
Spade?
no. Look, I think David Spade's a cool guy, but let's be real here, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's not just me. I'm like, really over like who's buying David Spade merch where he has like to a point where you have to like go and harass the guy to get
yeah,
like
no,
to sign stuff for you. Like,
that
oh my
is
God.
fucking nuts.
Like, I need my David Spade merch on my eBay website. Sign these now. That sounds extreme.
Yeah, and I mean, to his credit, you know, I mean, he was willing to shoot.
Yeah, he's like, next time, don't come around here.
I mean, can't blame him.
This news was kind of crazy. We don't have to talk about it too much because we're coming up on 2 hours, but still want to kind of share this. President Trump said that he's requesting a RICO charge against George Soros, which I find interesting. It's an interesting little tidbit.
But based on what?
I don't know. Based on absolutely nothing, I guess. Well, I do know that like they raided Bolton's house. Maybe they found something there. I don't know. Maybe they're like, got some connections there. Oh, George Soros' name is coming up. Maybe we gotta look into this. I don't know. I have no idea. I do think it's a bit of a distraction thing. Like, I feel like we went from Epstein list. We're gonna get you the Epstein list. Epstein list is a hoax. Doesn't exist. We're gonna jump right into talking about Obama Russiagate to distract from the Epstein list, and then okay, we're not actually gonna charge Obama or anyone from the Obama administration except for looking at John Bolton for a completely different, unrelated matter. And then we're gonna do this. So it just feels really like, I don't know, like just all over the place. Like it's just distracty all over the place. I don't know. I don't know what to expect
No,
anymore.
you got it right there. I think distraction is just the word, unfortunately, man. I look, man, there's things I like that Trump does, and there's things where I'm just kind of like, what is the point of this? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like we need a serious government, man. You know, like
How old is Soros again? George Soros is like, isn't he like 90?
he's old, man. He's probably like 90. I mean,
Let's
he's
see.
an old
How old
guy,
is George
you know?
Soros? Oh
Like
my God, this guy looks like a zombie.
and don't get me wrong, I know George Soros is into some bad shit. I know that. I mean, he's one of those people, you know. He's one of the BlackRock type people, right? I know he's into
Yeah.
some wild shit. But Why are we
Oh, he
wasting our
wants it. Okay,
time
he
with this?
wants it. Let's bring up another article because that's like that doesn't say enough. So he wants it for George Soros and his son. So apparently his son has also been called out. Wait, what the hell is this website I've gone to? Malaysia.com? What is this? I bet like the
I'm like, yeah,
vibe.
are you on a credible source here? Like,
I bet you it is a credible source. But I just have to share this because this is so funny. It says the Malaysia from every side, the vibes.com. Trump calls for criminal charges against George Soros and son over political claims. But yeah, it is let's go to a United States source. That's funny. Here we go. Financial Times. That's pretty good, right?
sure. It sounds legit.
FT. Donald Trump. Oh my God. Cookies. Get out of here. Donald Trump says George Soros should be charged with racketeering. Okay. Is his son going to be named in this? Let's see. It called for billionaire progressive donor George Soros to face racketeering and corruption charges for supposedly supporting violent protests across the U.S. Okay, so this is about the summer of love. In a post on social media platform on Wednesday, Trump claimed that the 95-year-old Soros and his radical left son, Alex, who leads Families Philanthropic Foundation, should be charged with RICO, referring to the statute usually used in combat organized crime. We're not going to allow these lunatics to rip apart America anymore, never giving it so much a chance to breathe and be free, Trump wrote on the True Social. Soros and his group of psychopaths have caused great damage to our country, he added. That includes this crazy West Coast friend, his crazy West Coast.
Wait, crazy what?
West Coast friends. That's you. He's calling you out. It's
Wow.
crazy West
I
Coast
feel
friends.
attacked.
Those fucking California people, man. I swear to God. That's what Trump fucking West Coasters. Be careful. We're watching you. Wow, that sounds really that sounds stalkery. The broadside came after reports in the right-leaning news outlets claiming that this month that the Open Society Foundation would distributes grants on Soros's behalf to progressive causes was funding protests, especially against Trump. The Trump administration deployment of troops in Washington. Okay, so it's not even about Summer of Love. It's about this. A spokesperson for, although the Summer of Love was all him too, like when all the, all those people were getting arrested during the 2020 riots or whatever, he was like bailing them out. Like whoever was getting arrested, Soros and like a bunch of celebrities were like bailing them out.
Okay,
Which
but
I thought was wild.
Sure, it's wild and fucking awful, but was it a crime that he did it?
I don't think it was a crime to bail them out, but what they did was a crime. That's why they were in
Sure.
jail.
Yeah, they committed the crime, right? Not Soros. So, like, again, what's the point of going after Soros?
I think in this case, it's because I guess he went against Trump and Trump just doesn't like him. Right? Because that's what I'm getting from this.
Trump is being petty.
That's what I'm getting from this. Are you getting that from this too? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm reading.
I'm
reading the reason.
I'm getting
And
petty.
he's saying that the reason is, or this article at least is saying that it's because he paid people to protest against Trump, right? The broadside came after reports of right-leaning news outlets claiming that this month that Open Society Foundation, which distributes grants on Soros's behalf to protest progressive causes, was funding protests, especially against Trump administration deployment of troops in Washington, D.C. There you go. Supposedly, that's the reason. Does that mean like he's going against his political enemies? Yes. But
Sure.
does that also mean that they did the same thing to him? Also, yes.
But also, Soros has a shit ton of money. So, realistically, is anything going to happen to him? No.
I don't think so. This is like the Diddy thing, man. They were like, "Oh, Diddy, we're gonna bring Rico." I thought I thought when I read this, I was like, just don't put that bitch in charge. Because,
You know what it is for me? I'm so tired of smoking guns.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm tired
Yeah.
of the smoking guns. I'm tired of we finally got him. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't. No one is ever really going to pay for their crimes.
No. Soros is the evil money man that has funded the left and globalists for years now. Yeah, I know. I know. He's done a lot of bad shit.
Or let me
I would
rephrase that. No one with money is ever going to pay for their crimes.
I would love to see Soros go down. But here's the thing, Spike. He's like over 90 years old.
Right.
Like he's not gonna he's not gonna be around for that long, I don't think. To a point where let's see, how old
I mean, do
is
we really think
he's
Soros is going to
95.
get jail time?
Yeah, he's 95 years old. Now, okay, his son, you can make the case for, like Alex Soros. Like, let's see, Alex Soros. What's like? How old is he? Alex Soros is okay. He's 39. So you could go after the son, and you could build a case. But really, like this dude, he ain't going to jail. Like at 95 years old. I don't
Look,
even think
I
Obama is gonna go to jail, man. And they got literal like stuff against him. They actually have stuff against him. They're like, oh, we have like actual evidence against this dude, but he ain't nobody going to jail. Come on.
I try not to be black-pilled too much, right? But there's one thing I've learned in my old age, right? Is that the rich will always win. They
Yeah.
will always win, unfortunately. They're never really ever going to pay for their crimes, right? Don't get me wrong. Every blue moon, every now and then, you'll get a sacrificial lamb, like
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein,
Weinstein.
right?
Yeah.
Because they got to sacrifice somebody. Just
Yeah.
one person, once every 5 years has to get
Yeah.
sacrificed, right? They
Agreed.
got Bill Cosby, right? So
Yeah.
they got to have their sacrificial lambs, but for the most part, that's so the rest of them can live.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's so the rest of them can still do their dirty ass
Yeah.
business and like most
It's
people will
fucked up, I know, but this is the reality that we're in.
because most people when you give them something, right? Like when you give them someone like Weinstein or Cosby or whatever, they'll be like kind of like, satisfied for a minute. They're like, "Oh, we got our justice." And then like all the creepy motherfuckers are going to go back to doing that creepy ass shit and like ain't nobody looking then cuz
Okay, somebody in the chat just said, so just give up. Got it. Here's the thing.
I don't think that.
And I really hope Nina's not going to get in trouble for what I'm about to say.
Oh shit.
Here's the thing, guys. I'm not saying you have to give up. What I'm saying though is the way the current system is right now, you will not win. They will win. They will always win unless you're willing to go old school French here. If you get what I'm trying to say, old school France. The problem is though, we're so pacified. We're so easily, enamored, right? We just wave the shiny bauble and we follow
Right.
it, right? We're so distracted that no one has revolution in their soul anymore.
No. Not at all.
We don't have the fight in us anymore because we let all the little pretty things distract us.
Yeah. I mean, like it's pretty crazy. I partly agree with you because like I certainly don't think people should just give up. But I also think like for example when COVID was happening, which you can thank people like George Soros for shit like that happening, like the mandates and all that junk, right? But when that stuff was happening, like it seemed bleak, guys. Like they were talking about the new normal. They were talking about, this is gonna be the new way, like the 6 feet apart, wearing masks all the time, basically moving forward. This is gonna be the new way. And I was like, no, fuck that. Like, fuck that shit. And I started talking about it. And that's why I still believe, like, I think that while we still have free speech, even though Dante just said, oh, I hope like, Nina doesn't get in trouble for me speaking, right? You just speaking, you still have to like, if I can walk on eggshell. But the point is speaking, I think truth to power in some ways, like, is going to set you free because I think the amount of people that really started to see what was going on in COVID and calling it out for what it was, um, made us kind of go back to they lost over that. Like they lost. They played their hand too early, and people started calling them out. And I think we won that battle. I don't think it's over yet because they're going to try and bring it back in other ways because they still want to control you. But you know, I do think we won that battle. So that is one example of a time that is near enough for me to think about, because there was a point where I was losing all hope. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a new thing now. Because you know how, like, when we went through 9/11, we lived through something similar, right? Like with the war on terror, everybody was like, for a long time, it was like, oh, there's gonna be terrorists everywhere, terrorists everywhere. We have to be afraid of terrorists, 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 right? Like that was like the narrative. And when COVID came around, that was the same narrative, but replaced terrorists with virus, right? And this thing, this is the new normal. This is our life now. You're gonna have to be afraid to go to, you know, your uncles for Thanksgiving. Like, you're not going to see grandma for Christmas because she could die by next Christmas if you go see her. Like that's fucked up shit, right? Like we're
Oh
going through
yeah, it
some
was
crazy ass
complete
times.
like emotional blackmail.
Yeah, but then it stopped. And why did it stop, Verbal? Why do you think it stopped?
Well, look, here's the problem. For a lot of states, it didn't stop. Okay, like California, they're still wearing masks in California.
But it's
Um,
not mandated anymore.
it's not mandated anymore, but for the longest time, it was for like a year, right? Um, but no, look, we could take that as a victory and say, yeah, ultimately we did win. But I think, yeah, they played their hand too fast, is what I think.
Yeah, they
Right?
did.
They played their
Especially
hand way
when they
too
started
fast.
fucking with the truckers and they took away the money, and like and the banking got involved. That's when most people were like, "Wait, what the fuck is going on?" Right? That was
Well,
it. I
well,
think that was the
yeah, and the
breaking
other thing
point.
is they didn't have the problem is when I say that they played their hand too fast is that they thought they had enough to pacify us to get this over, and they
Mhm.
didn't, right? Like they needed a little bit more to pacify us to be
Mhm.
totally like subservient to what they were doing, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't. So their plan had a little hiccup, and they screwed up. And now they know. And now they know they can't play that card again. So there will be something new for sure.
Yeah.
There will
Yeah.
be something new where they've calculated all of this and put it into place. But yeah, man, it's hard not to be blackpilled, man. Like it really is.
Yeah, but see that exactly, Turner, because like non-compliance was the key, and that I believe in that. I believe the talking about it, the like, people getting banned on YouTube and still talking about it. People went and made Rumble accounts, talked about it. People were like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna quit my job if I have to. I'm not wearing this fucking mask. I'm not getting vaxxed. Like people fought back. That was the one thing that I started to notice. That the one time that really, like, when the truckers came out, man, like it was basically over, because like that's when really, like, it started hitting the trade lines. It started like people, and then they banned that, like in Canada they banned their bank account and stuff. It went crazy. So they
Yeah,
played their hand too
it was a
early.
wild time.
People were like, "Oh, this is crazy." Like they started to see it for what it was. And then of course Joe Rogan and them came out, and like, there's like a certain sect of people were saying, like, ivermectin and like all this other stuff is working. So why aren't we doing these things? You had like groups of doctors like fighting back, like actively fighting back. That actively fighting back is not happening right now because, once again, what you're saying is correct in the sense of like you are being lulled, because that's what they try to do to the the masses, right? Constantly, they try to lull you so that they can, make crazy laws and whatever, and hope to God that you're not gonna have that French that French thing,
Yeah,
um
I mean, they don't want France 2.0, right, to happen,
Yeah, they
but
don't want their heart, like, the heart speeding. They don't want that fire in the belly, because
right, because once
when
that
that
happens,
gets lit, that's when they're like, "Oh shit, like, oh, we need to do something." Uh, which I think is like, it was kind of happening with this whole Trump reelection thing, right? Like people were like so sick of it. That's why they came out in such great mass to Even you, like even yourself, you never Republican, right? Like never voted
Yeah,
Republican
I
once in
mean,
your life.
first time I ever voted Republican.
Yeah, and it makes sense because a lot of people were just over it, like after COVID and all of the stuff they did to Trump, try and
But for me, it wasn't just about Trump. For me, it was look, again, my choices were Trump or a cackling moron, right? So like,
That's true.
you put a gun to my head. What am I supposed to do? My problem, though,
I
is
know.
that
That's a hard thing.
I've seen what happens when liberals really take over, right? When the left really
Yeah.
takes over, it's
Yeah.
fucked up. Like more
Yeah.
fucked up than anything I've ever seen, right? I mean, all these weird laws being passed, and I'm talking about California alone, where the school systems can basically, trans your kid without your knowing.
Yeah.
Like crazy shit like that I've never heard of before.
Yeah.
Where they can make decisions for the parents for
Yeah.
your kid to get trans treatments.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and then
That's when the line was drawn for me. I'm like, no,
right.
we're done here.
Yeah, that's that I mean that was difficult. That's like a difficult it's not even that difficult of a choice at that point. You're like, what the fuck? And like I talk about this with my husband too, because like there's been definitely stuff Trump has done where I don't like, obviously. Like I'm like, I will criticize him when he needs to be criticized, and I'll laugh at his stuff when he doesn't need to be, and I'll
Sure.
like agree with him when he needs to be. But he said the same thing as you. What was the alternative they had? Fucking Kakala? Like, you think that would have been a better thing right now to deal with, like, whatever, like, whether it's Russia or whether it's, Israel or whether it's whatever, like, would Kakala have been better? I don't think so. I think we would be in a much more worse position right now if Kakala was president.
Like, I don't think people know to what extent of a moron she is. Like, she is not she's not a bright lady, man.
She's not just a moron, she's a drunk. Like, she
Yes.
has problems. Like, she has, like, fucking drinking problems.
She would not have been a good president.
No. I think those are the things that really kind of bring me around to like, okay, we did yeah, no pun intended, but we did, like, the world dodged a bullet. Like,
Yeah.
even like, because we know famously Donald Trump did, but so did we. Like, the entire world kind of did, because it's like if Kakala was president, I feel like we would definitely be in a worse place when it comes to. I don't think there would. I think like the war with Iran probably would be still going right now. And I think like they would have done the regime change war with Netanyahu, because that's what his plan was, right? Like Netanyahu's plan was to do the regime change war. And even though Trump seemingly agrees with him a lot, we still have somewhat of a peace, which is weird. I don't think it's a full peace, because that is still his plan. But that's why this stuff is complicated. Like it's
It
so
is.
complicated, because especially when Trump gets in, like he's dealing with some shit, right? Like it's a very complicated situation, and I don't agree with a lot of the decisions he makes. But I'm like, damn, the alternative would have been way worse. You're right. You're right about that. Scary to
Yeah,
think
I mean,
about.
look, I don't agree with any politician completely, or
No,
like,
me
or
either.
wholeheartedly. I mean, fuck that.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
like
I
they're
mean,
all crooks to me.
you would have to be. I mean, it's like to want to get into politics, it takes a special type of person to be like, I'm going to be a politician. You know?
Well, and especially when you look at the fact that they all come out richer than when they went in,
Right.
right? They're
Yeah,
all richer coming out of it.
that's true. They usually are much richer. But what a pleasant conversation tonight has been. Let's
Yeah.
look at Taylor Swift's engagement photos before we call it a night. Just so we can end on a positive
She
note.
totally
Love and marriage.
deserves it.
I agree. Only thing dumber than Kakala are her supporters, says DL, member for 47 months. That's insane.
Wow,
You're
that
a
is crazy.
lunatic in a good way. Thank you, DL.
That is crazy.
You're the best.
I might be a little high, but I think that's what, like over 3 years.
Yeah, I think so. I can't do math. What are you talking about? I'm not high at all. What's it called? Here it is. Here's this. By the way, this made me laugh because Forbes went into like detail about her ring, and it was like, oh, you know, what does it say? It says Taylor Swift's engagement ring, maybe 13 carats, experts say, and it's worth an estimated $650,000. And I was like, there's some freaking, salty bitches still like complaining about that ring.
Oh, like the
the
trad wives of
yeah,
X.
yeah, the trad wives of X. They're probably like, I can't believe he couldn't get her like $1 million ring.
That
$650.
that is a wild segment of X, man.
Isn't
Like it
it?
really is.
They're so crazy. Let's see. Taylor Swift engagement. Somebody was going off on her because they said that because she posted like your favorite English teacher and your favorite
Gym teacher or something
gym
like that.
teacher getting married or something. And I'm like, she talks like that is because her audience are so young. Like it makes sense to like market yourself towards your young audience. I just think she's like a freaking marketing genius. There's the ring.
I mean, good for her though.
Oh, of course, good for her. I like her watch. What is this? Oh, she's just happy. She's like, oh. But there's the ring. I will say this. I wouldn't expect. I'll say this about the ring. Not that it's like not big enough or anything. I just wouldn't expect somebody as feminine as Taylor Swift to wear this type of diamond, like the shape. I would have expected it to be like one of those, like the girlier ones. I don't know if you know what I mean. This seems like a very manly ring, like in that like the shape only is what I'm saying. I don't know if
Yeah,
you're talking about.
I mean, it seems almost too big for her fingers.
Yeah, I mean that's a
Right?
good
Like,
thing. Like the diamond is so big, it's like bigger than her finger. But I'm talking about like more like the cut. Like you would think they would have like a princess cut or like some type
right.
of
And not this
like
weird
a.
like
This
rock
looks like
cut.
a really old person's ring, like a old grandma. Like I don't know. I just can't see this cut being like something that because she's so young and feminine.
I
I
mean,
just
maybe it
feel
is
like
though.
this is
Like
like a grandma ring.
maybe it's his grandmother's.
Maybe that's true. Although, like they're saying it's like $650,000. Maybe it could be an heirloom. That would make more sense because it's like a very old. It feels like an old timey ring. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to throw shade at her ring. I think good for her.
No, trust me. There's other women on X that'll do that.
Yeah. I just didn't expect this type of ring for Taylor Swift. I figured it would be like much more modern looking. Let's just say that. That's what I thought it would be like. But I'm really happy for her actually. And I'm happy for her because so many people kept thinking like, oh, she's just like in like a made up relationship with Travis Kelce and they're gonna break up any minute now.
I mean,
Like
there were
people
times where it did seem like it.
Yeah, but people are constantly rooting for them to fail, and I feel like that's bullshit. Like it's
Yeah,
like
that's messed up.
why are you like rooting for this young couple to fail? Like it's just so weird. Like
I'm just happy that she's not going to be an old cat lady.
exactly. Like we should be happy for her that she wants to have a family and like, have kids maybe soon and just like have a traditional life. Like that's really nice. That's good for her. And you know what? People like Taylor Swift influence young girls. And so if they see like, oh, Taylor Swift is getting married, maybe they want to get married too someday. I don't see the problem with this. I don't see a problem with it. Isn't Taylor Swift worth like $1 billion? Probably more.
Probably more.
Yeah. I think probably more. Douglas Dante says the gays aren't happy. Really?
Why?
Why are the gays not happy? They weren't gonna have a chance with her anyway. I don't get that.
Yeah,
Do they
I
like
mean,
Travis Kelce?
I'm
Is
assuming we're
that
talking about like the gays, not the lesbians, right?
if we're talking about the gays, are they into like Travis Kelce? Is that what it is?
Oh,
Or, like,
maybe that.
Maybe they're like, "Oh no, he's off the market."
But even then, is he like, I don't know, do people find him hot?
I don't. He's definitely like not my cup of tea at all, but I don't know. I guess Taylor Swift found him hot. So
Sure. No, I mean, look, I'm sure he's a decent looking guy, but I'm like, is he the kind of guy the gays would be like,
fawning over? I don't
fawning over?
know.
Like, I don't
You'd have to
understand.
ask a gay. We need Mike Harlow here.
Yeah, because
Although
I'm confused.
Mike, yeah, but Mike Harlow has a weird taste in men. Like he likes dorky little guys. Like he likes the dorky look.
Like the
So
Chalamets.
yeah, like he's into like the dorks. Like he told me, who's that guy from Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
Rick Moranis?
Yeah, he thinks Rick Moranis is cute.
No.
Yeah. He's like, I like the nerdy guys. I'm like, you're insane.
That is wild.
Yeah, he likes
I
like
would never
weird.
guess that.
Yeah, he likes like weird looking, like nerdy guys like Rick Moranis, which I honestly thought he was fucking with me, but he's like, no, I'm fully serious. Like, I think he's attractive.
I
Which
mean,
I was like,
people
God
have weird
bless you.
taste.
Yeah. So he's not my cup of tea or Mike's, but I'm sure there's a gay out there that's like probably into that.
I thought the gays would be happy for them.
TZ says that she was their queen, but she could still be their queen. Can't she? Now that she's married, is that like you can't be a queen anymore if you get married? I'm confused.
I don't know. Like, also, I thought Cher was their queen.
Oh, that's true. No, I guess she's over. Cher is too old now, right?
Or Madonna. Wasn't Madonna their queen for a while?
Yeah, but they're old. Like they
Yeah.
needed a new one. Taylor Swift is like the
Yeah,
it
that's
girl
true.
right now.
They're crones now.
Yeah. They are. They're they really are. Oh my
No,
god.
but
Okay.
they have like Chaperone and all those people now, right? I mean,
Yeah. She's young. They'll have her for a minute for sure. That chick is so fucking weird.
she's really weird. Really
Like
weird.
very strange. In a good way though. Like I don't mind it because I like eccentricity. Like I like somewhat like when people are like like when musicians and stuff are like a little bit eccentric.
Oh,
Not
absolutely, yeah.
like I'm okay with her eccentric. I'm not okay with like Sam, what's his name?
Oh,
The one
Sam
that
Smith.
yeah. Like he's
Well, that's
crossing a
because
line.
I feel like he's phony.
Yeah, I think so.
Because remember when he first came out, he was not like that.
Oh, no, not at all. He was very like conservative, actually. Like he used to wear suits and stuff.
Yeah, he's phony.
Did you hear what happened with like Lil Nas X?
Yeah, that's wild.
That was crazy. Did you see
So
that
wait, what
video?
drug was he on?
I don't know. I heard he got arrested and they charged him with like a
Oh
bunch
yeah,
of shit
because he
because
attacked the cops.
yeah, and he attacked the cops apparently. I don't know what he was high on. I'm guessing like probably just ketamine or something, but
I mean, he was high on something because he was roaming the streets in his fucking underwear.
I saw that. That was fucking crazy. And he was like dancing and I mean, he seemed to be having a good time. Like,
I mean, he was having fun. The cops weren't, but he was.
he seemed like he was having fun. Like he was like, I was like, if this was like a private property thing, I'd be like, just leave the guy alone. Like he's just walking around in his underwear and singing and dancing. Like he's really not bothering anybody,
Yeah.
Like just leave the man alone. Let him be. But I don't know. I guess people felt alarmed and wanted to call the police.
Well, yeah, because when it's happening in the middle of the street, on a city
Yeah, on a
block.
public place. Yeah, it's a little different. You're like, oh shit. Hold on, let's see. Lil Nas X.
Although in LA, that's just a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday for Lil Nas X. I think it was like I think it was a Thursday or something. And I was like, the hell's going on with Lil Nas X? Lil Nas X says arrested and jail time was terrifying. Oh, he went to jail.
Yeah, jail's not a fun place.
I thought he would like jail because, you know,
No, that's
he's
prison you're
gay.
thinking about.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, jail's a little different.
That's true.
Jail,
Let's
they'll just beat you up.
Okay.
Yeah, the
That is
prison,
scary
the
then.
sex doesn't happen till prison.
Oh God. That's messed up. Okay, let's see. This is from Blunt Magazine. Gotta love Blunt Magazine. Just looking up here. Lil Nas X speaks out after arrested felony charges. Fucking terrifying. He's taken to social media to speak out. It says the arrest happened on it was early Friday morning at 6 a.m. So it was a Thursday. It was like Thursday night he's partying down. When also officers responded to reports in Hill wandering the streets of Studio City. Yeah, this was Studio City, man. It was like that's real, like
Yeah, no,
city. Yeah,
that's a you know, it's part of LA. It's part of Hollywood. Yeah,
it's the
it's
middle
not.
of the town. Like if you're not familiar with Studio City, that's like literally like that's like Studio City, like where they have the
Yeah.
film studios.
That's where I told you I was having drinks with Harvey Weinstein that time, man. Like it's
Oh yeah, like near Universal and stuff, Studio
Yeah.
City. Only cowboy boots and everywhere. I saw that fucking video. Video captures bystanders, published by TMZ. Blah blah blah. Lil Nas's first comments since the arrest came through an Instagram story where he tried to reassure the fans, "Your girl's gonna be okay, y'all." He said, "Okay, she's gonna be all right." Shit. All laughing briefly, he added, "Wait, he refers to himself as your girl? Oh God." That was fucking terrifying. That was terrifying. That was terrifying for last 4 days, but your girl's gonna be all right. I'm confused. I think he's also confused. According to the police, Lil Nas X initially had to take to a nearby hospital or on suspicion of a possible overdose. After several hours there, he was booked into jail where he remained through the weekend. Officers said that he was charged with them. It doesn't say what he was on. I feel like he was probably like on ketamine or something.
Probably.
That's near me, says Spike. Oh my God. You didn't see it happen? It's like a live show, man. It was crazy. All right. Dante, it's been really fun hanging out with you tonight, like always. What do you got going on next? What's going on with you?
This week not much. I have things going on that I have to tend to. Unfortunately, I had a family member pass away.
Oh no, I'm
over the
so
weekend,
sorry.
Yeah, so we're dealing with that stuff right now. But you guys will catch me on Yellow Flash on Saturday night. If you watch Flashcast, I'll be there. So yucking it
Yay.
up with the guys and Stephanie and everybody else who shows up.
Again, I'm really sorry to hear about that. You didn't tell me that before.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's yeah. It was kind of like we knew it was coming. That kind of situation. So
Yeah, I understand. I am gonna see. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna redirect everybody to Anna's channel because I believe she's streaming right now. Anna, that Star Wars girl. I told her to set up her what's it called? Raid. So let's see if she did. And if she didn't, we can make fun of her. Let's all make fun of her together. What's happening with this? Hold on. Where is the okay, customization. I remember now. I remember how to do this. Okay, redirect. We're gonna redirect to that Star Wars girl, Anna. There we go. There she is. All right. I'm gonna save that. Okay, so catch Verbal Riot over on Flashcast on Saturday, and of course, follow his channel on here. And I have his Twitter account in the
Please do.
description as well. Please follow him on there because he does have really spicy takes sometimes, and we can all laugh about it.
To say the least.
It's great. As for me, you can find me here on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, where I talk about good things and cute animals and good humans because I do believe they still exist. And yes, I try to balance out this show with that show because we do live in objective reality, and objective reality consists of both the negative and the positive. So
Plus you'll get to see turtle sex on Friday.
that's right. That's right. Lots of turtle love. You know, we got it going on over there. It's a fun show. It's a very, very fun show. And so everybody, we're gonna be rating Anna, that Star Wars Girl channel. So if you go there and you see her, say Nina Infinity Raid or whatever. And with that, everybody, you guys have a great night and see you Friday for the other show. Take care, everybody. Bye.